live everywhere. That is. See us on Twitch. See us on Twitch. Okay, that awesome, wonderful, so cool. Oh, Chad, I'm beat. Like we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it, but I beat, Chad. It was a long day. Make sure we're live on the tubs, and we'll be good to go. I know we're later than usual. I had to work today, right up until this stream, pretty much. I had to work in the morning so that I could get off early enough to stream. But we're gonna have a good time. Let's send out the notifications. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. I know that most of our usual crew is not gonna be around at this time, but some of them will be, and that others are gonna be watching it later. So, you know, we're gonna have a good time. I think that's all the notifications sent out. Should be good. Gonna do a little bit of a welcome to the stream for everybody. Get a drink and we'll get started. All right. So, at this point, I have collected every part. I've beaten every mission. I have beaten every arena. Only achievement I don't have is to S rank all missions. Not doing that tonight, but we will go ahead and make another AC. Now, this also means that, just a heads up, there'll be spoilers for all kinds of parts here. We're gonna make something that should be able to just breeze through everything. Emphasis on should, and push come to shove, we'll make another thing. Should be able to breeze through everything. I'm thinking... laser shotgun in one hand. Slicer in the other hand, maybe? There's also the coral oscillator. I have not played around with. We'll try that out. Back, let's go with... I don't just want to go with needle launchers and songbirds like I always do. So let's go with diffuse laser cannon, and on this side we'll put the coral shield. I haven't played around with any of that stuff yet. And then for heads, let's go Mind Beta or the Mind Alpha. Both of those look pretty cool. Then for bodies, let's go... I already have the Mind Alpha on, so let's really mix it up. We'll go for... Sure, why not? Arms. Tencheng actually look really good with that. Tencheng. And then... Did we make it a Tetra? Did we make it a Fortaleza? Those of you watching this later are gonna be like, I can't tell you. Let's put on the dessert. Why not? Let's have some big stuff. And go for speed. Go grid walk. Or actually, yeah, we'll go NG1s. Then mid range. We probably want about mid range. Close and mid. And we need a generator that can handle it, so of course we go to Old Faithful. Yeah, this should work. We'll give this a shot, see how it goes. I feel like we could probably choose a different chip for better. Like, yeah, this is better for also close range. Actually, this one's probably what we want, the Talbot. Okay. And then we'll paint it real quick, a different color than what we've been using. We don't have a lot of reds. That could be good. What about in the other color sets here? I actually kind of like that white. Go with the white. How about the white with blue? That's pretty good. All right, let's try this thing out. We don't have a name for it yet, but we're in chapter 2 now. Now this is, for anybody that's watching at home, this is New Game Plus Plus, which means that there will be some missions that you might not know of when you see this if you're not that far. We're going through the entire game. We did Attack the Watchpoint last, ended chapter 1. So next up is Infiltrate Grid 086, and we're gonna go through all of chapter 2. Technically, we didn't do the alt mission for Attack the Watchpoint. I guess we'll start with that. I have no idea how this thing's gonna handle Balteus. We'll start with that, and then we'll do the actual start of chapter 2. That'll give people time to get here too. But like I said, I also know that we're going later than we normally go, so a lot of our usual crowd is not going to be able to be here. But we're just gonna go and have a good time. I'm only a little tired, so you know it'll be great.
It's go time, 621.
I'm pretty sure this is the exact same cutscene, but we'll let it slide just in case it's not.
Don't worry, not even the PCA would anticipate a solo independent.
And I need a
mercenary.
name for this guy, but I don't know what to call him yet.
Get in there and get to work.
Also, it is so hot in this room. I am sorry if you can hear the air conditioner. I cannot turn it down and live. I could probably live, but it would not be comfortable.
If anyone sees you, handle it.
I will do so. I really like these legs. I should have been using them on more ACs.
Code 1-5. Intruder sighted.
Ooh,
Just one
that was good damage.
Who are they with? We can look into that later. Engaging.
Getting a little bit of interesting frame drops there. Don't have a ton of ammo on that thing, so probably shouldn't be using it quite so much, but you know. Let's try out our melee. Oh, on this guy, please. Thank you. Ooh, that's cool.
Requesting backup.
Okay. And that's our coral shield. All right.
The cavalry isn't coming. Wipe them out, 621.
Thought there was a third cannon. There might not be, though. Ooh, that coral shield's pretty nice. You might say, Trey, why are you using late game parts on the first mission that you run? Look, the stream's tagged New Game Plus Plus. I trust at this point that if you're watching, you either don't care or have already got to this point. So we can't forward boost while you're using the coral shield. That cancels out our boost, which is interesting. I don't love that. But the shield is pretty cool. We are still taking damage with it, but theoretically it's less damage than we would have been taking otherwise.
On to the next area.
I don't know. I'm not huge on shields with my builds. They're cool, but I'd much rather just have a different weapon with which to attack them at speed with, which is why most of my main ACs are light.
Where did that AC come from? What happened to the patrol squad?
Code 1-8. All units deploy for combat.
Ooh.
You're exposed to snipers from all
I'm mostly just worried about the cannons more than anything
They'll
else.
shoot you down.
So we get a resupply before Balteus. That did way less damage. That coral shield's pretty handy. Okay, that has pretty short range. If we don't charge it up. Nice. He didn't die!
Code 3-1-C. We've taken critical damage.
There we go.
Updating your marker data. Proceed in the direction indicated.
Right, that means it's Sula time.
You see that? That's the Watchpoint's control center.
Attack the watch
Targets
point.
inside. Make your way in.
Right. This Sula fight is harder than the other Sula fight, which means I probably shouldn't have brought a brand new AC to do it, but you know what, it's fine.
How many of your dogs must I kill?
We're in New Game Plus Plus at this point. I have killed Sula plenty of times. I'm not concerned. We may need to change out like 1 or 2 parts, but I am not concerned.
Behind you.
Handler Walter. I'll be coming for you
Yeah, see, now he's got the cannons up there, which we kind of need to deal with first.
C-1249, Sula. He's an independent mercenary who survived first-gen augmentation.
I say cannons, it's these guys. Ah, these guys are so annoying. And then we have Sula attacking us the whole time.
He must be controlling them too. Don't think twice, 61. Kill him before he
Don't
kills you.
quite do enough damage with this to take them out as quickly as I hoped we would. But that's okay. We can still do this.
618 I killed last. It was good. But he had nothing on this one.
All right.
What tipped you off, Sula?
There's so many of them,
Walter,
and we don't do enough damage to
your
them.
dog aren't welcome here.
It's also the fact that they can do that like little teleport thing that makes them really annoying to deal with. But we got 2 of them at least. We should be able to handle him now. Kick into a melee. Shield. That did block a lot of it, actually. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Fully charged. Oh, they're on us now. I thought we'd kill him faster than that, honestly. His weapons are not as potent at short range as I'm used to with my twin shotties, my Zimmermans. Ah, I should have charged it. That's okay, though. We'll get him. And once we get him, the fight becomes a lot easier without him on our back. There we go. That's Sula down. And boop. Yeah, that's actually, the Coral Blade is really good in that regard. It overheats afterwards, but you know. Boop. Very nice.
You're clear.
Okay.
Forget about them, 621.
I could see this being a pretty useful suit. I would definitely change out
And destroy the target.
either the shoulder diffuse laser or the laser shotgun. I might use the other laser shotgun. A little bit shorter range, but has a little bit more of a punch to it. Or maybe put in an assault rifle instead for more stagger. This build doesn't have a lot of stagger outside of the melee. So I might try to put in a little bit more stagger to balance it out. Like the needle gun or the Ransetsu or something like that. Give just a little bit more to be able to hit with.
There. Destroy the device in the center.
Dropped. Oop, I could be charging it to do more damage. That would help, I suppose. I'm kind of sad that I got all the parts and got all the missions completed because I really do love this game, and it means that the only goal I have left outside of just making ACs is getting S ranks on all missions. Which, yeah, little by little, I'll probably chip away at, you know.
621.
But
Get out of there.
there are a couple missions I really don't want to S rank. Like the tutorial where I have to use a fixed AC. That's no fun. But it's fine. It's fine.
Who are you?
Then of course we get this cutscene again. Again, I don't think it's any different
Fourth generation?
from the one that we watched at the end of the last stream. But
Have we
we'll let it play anyway, just in case.
contact?
And we will be watching briefings.
Rubiconian,
We have a couple viewers that are going to be watching later
please,
that
you must wake up.
this is the only way they get to experience the story of the game. And so we will be watching the briefings, even though I've seen them 3 times now, just to make sure they get the story. That's the whole point of this 100% playthrough. Then we wake up. And we're on top of the watch point. How'd we get there? I guess we jumped up there. Or the coral carried us up there. Hard to say.
C4621. Vital signs confirmed.
But you can see us there boosting up onto the top.
Disabling
And we must have flown up there, but how'd we get out of the hole? I'm assuming the autopilot took us up there, right?
Raven. I've identified an approaching enemy.
Maybe the coral threw us out of the watch point, and then the autopilot flew us on top of it,
I'll synchronize with your brainwaves.
and then Balteus attacked? I'm not sure.
Contact to support you.
There'll be a Vati video on it at some point.
Main system reactivating combat mode.
Oh, thank you. Let's not let you get away with that, please.
I've looked into the enemy craft. It's an autonomous PCA craft, Balteus. You'll have to break its pulse armor to inflict meaningful damage.
That actually worked out really well. Like, yeah, we still took a ton of damage, but I was curious if the coral shield could take a full Balteus charge for the missiles, and it did. Ow. Was a direct hit. Hit him one of these.
Chance rate.
Boost kick. We're getting some steady damage in.
I've taken
Could it be more? Absolutely. But, you know,
that massive
it'll work.
piece of coral nearly killed you.
Getting every once in a while, just some weird frame drops I was not getting before the patch.
Get clear.
All right, let's charge this up while we're dodging. Boop. Oh, he got me first with the fire. We gotta take his shield out first. I really should be more aggressive, but this is the first time that I fought him since they patched him, and I'm curious how much. I keep seeing people say he's way less aggressive now, and he does seem to be less aggressive, but he's absolutely still using his missile barrage. Oop. There we go. Oop. Oh yeah, that's good damage. We got this in the bag. Ow. We're not S-ranking it, but we got it in the bag. There we go. I love the way the laser shotgun opens up when it's fully charged. Whoop. Ah, you got to shield back up in time. Oop. Ah, I should have done the charge. We might not actually take this on first try with this AC. Oh yeah, we got him. If we can just dodge a little bit more damage, we got him. If he doesn't put his shield back up, he's dead. Ow! I walked right into that like a dummy. There we go. Not easy peasy, but again, tolerable. We can handle it. Even on an AC that we've never used before.
Enemy systems down.
Take that, Balteus.
It's silent.
I wish I could get his ring, though. I really do. I just wish Balteus would put a ring on me.
Raven. You need rest.
Yeah. Raven does need a break.
But first, a warning.
But first, a warning.
The coral surge you were swept up in? That was just a glimpse.
Glimpse. I love this next shot. Like, look at that sky.
A premonition of the storm of flame that will burn Rubicon.
That's so cool. Fires of Rubicon. Yeah, I think we change out main hand weapon. Yeah, C rank is about what I expected for that performance. That was poor showing. I should be trying to S rank all these, but if I was doing that, then I'd be sweating it instead of trying to show everything off, and we wouldn't be playing around with weird ACs. We'd just be using my Zimmer bird. This is a big boy. We could put a big weapon on him. We want good stagger. We could go with the Hubin. I like that melee. It's cool. I think we leave it. Don't know how I feel about the diffuse laser cannon and the shield. I think maybe we go for something with a little bit more punch. Maybe the scatter missile launcher. And then Over here, maybe we go with... We could put a secondary weapon here. Let's put a Ransetsu. Or a Ransetsu AR on there. We could put a Cheng Chen. Let's put a Ludlow. Why not? It's a little small guy. Well, we're big though. We could use big weapons. Let's put... Okay, I wanted to put the core rifle on there. That's a little bit too much for what it can handle. But could go with a red shift. Yeah, let's go with a red shift. Okay. So we go into chapter 2 and infiltrate grid 086.
Here's the request from Balin Industries. They want you to carry out an advanced survey of the central ice field
Central ice field.
to confirm the information Walter brought to them about the coral convergence.
But we gotta get there first.
Across the Alien Ocean. This is the intercontinental cargo launcher installed on the upper level of grid 086.
We should probably turn the audio up just a little bit.
To the ice field. Grid 086 is occupied
Feels a
by
little quiet to me.
users, outlaws who treat coral like a drug.
There's also a really good refresher for me going through the story before I'd make the review.
Who call themselves RAD. Be prepared for a perilous
Because I know the end of the game really well,
I'll be
right?
here to support you, Raven.
And I beat it 3 times. But there are little pieces of information that get lost for me over the course of playing. Alright. Once we get in the mission, I'll turn the audio up a
Let
little.
me handle getting us into the grid. I'm fairly adept at analyzing systems and manipulating them too.
Thank you, Air. Thank you. I knew when multiple people told me that they would be asleep by the time we started the stream, I was like, yeah, it's going to be a slow chat night. I didn't expect to be this tired, but that's okay. Here we go. I like our big boy AC here. Sound effects are so good.
Let's get to work, shall we?
Let's get to work.
Main system activated.
But when I talk about stuff that like gets lost in the wayside for me, like this is the first mission that you're with Air. You know what I mean? Where Air is helping you. Here we go up to 4. Oh, that's much louder. Okay, let's go back to 3. I want you to still be able to hear everything else.
Let's head toward the elevator going to the upper level.
There's a lot of chests in this level, actually. Boop. Oh, that guy was still alive in front of me. Nice. That's pretty good. I forgot I had the chain gun in this hand. I'm gonna have to hold it down a little bit more if I want it to keep firing. Alright, money is worthless to us now because we have every part. Oh no! It's the invincible Rummy! Whatever will we do?
Hope you watch, boss. Leave it to Invincible Rummy to show our guest a good time.
There
that does increase the number of projectiles fired. That's cool. Oop. Oh, he dodged it. Alright, I don't have time to play with you, Rummy. The faster I do the mission, the better chance we're getting an S rank. And I might as well try to S rank every mission we're doing. If I had my Zimmerbird, Rummy would have died near instantly.
Hostile AC destroyed.
Near instantly. Alright, there's a lot of combat logs on this level too. And chests, like there's extra enemies everywhere. This is a great farming level if you're fine with killing every enemy on the map. Oop, enemies on the other side too. And then you could also have gone straight forward. There's a combat log behind where we come out up here. Even though I'm trying to S rank stuff, I will show you where that combat log is because we might as well, right? We're doing this playthrough for the sake of the 100%, not for the S ranks. It's just any mission we happen to S rank along the way. It's nice. Oh, up here. Get back here, and there's enemies right there. They have combat logs as well. There's no real reason. Ow! There's no real reason for us to fight them here because it just uses ammo that we're trying to conserve. But I probably just took enough damage there that it doesn't matter. So, you know, there's that. I'm liking our little hodgepodge unit here. Maybe that's what I'll call him. Hodgepodge. Who is shooting missiles at me over there? And there we go. And we'll just send off some of these. And maybe just one more. And boop. Problem solved. Go. I don't think so. There's a part right here, just as a heads up. They're all over. There's 4 in this level. And they are all over this level.
Light ammunition at 50%.
Come out here. There's another one in here. Or at least combat log. We'll go ahead and show that off because it does have some story connotation. If we were just trying to S-rank the mission, we would never come down here. There's another part here. And then once we get far enough down here,
I've got you now.
we get attacked by this guy who thinks we're the actual Raven. The one whose name we took. He thinks we're that Raven. That went through him. We were a little too close there, I guess.
Don't worry. I put your money to good use. Just take a look at what my new AC can do.
He's really mad at Raven. I don't know what Raven did, but
Get it through your thick skin.
he's really mad at him.
You gotta put that shit to work. Every last credit.
Hostile AC destroyed.
Another one of my goals with this, because again, we could be trying to S-rank every mission, right? But another one of my goals with this is to show off weird, fun ACs, and that you can kind of beat any level and any challenge with these different ACs. There's another part down there. We don't have to go down there, though. Except for maybe the final boss of the true ending, which I was not able to beat with my preferred AC and had to resort to changing stuff around. There's absolutely no shame in changing stuff. There's another combat log behind us, by the way. There's absolutely nothing wrong with changing stuff, especially if you're struggling. But for the most part, you can beat every level with every AC combination you could think of. And there's another combat log down there. Or another part, I mean, down there. So just, you know, throwing that out there. If you're looking for parts, that's where they are.
Picking up multiple MTs. Tread carefully.
Yeah, I knew better. Ow.
50%.
Ow. Ow.
30%.
We don't have very high stagger resistance here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Brought his shield back up. I was hoping he would not do that, actually.
Repair kit remaining.
Alright, look now. I'm not going to let a regular MT mess me up here.
Right hand ammunition depleted.
We could punch him to death. And we did. I actually don't know if when we resupply, if we get to keep our chain gun or not. That's a really good question, actually. I have no idea.
Let's see what she has up her sleeve. Shall we, Raven?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna stop over here and resupply. We're gonna find out if we get our chain gun back or not. We do get it back. Okay, cool.
You're not afraid of anything, are you? I like that attitude.
But we fought this boss on stream before, so I'm not gonna play around with it. I'm just gonna take it out. That didn't quite work the way I thought it would.
Those grinder arms can easily destroy what they see. Be careful.
I'm sure they can. Ah, missed. Tetrapod is best for this because you can just stay in the air above the weak spot, but anything works really. Direct weapons that can go into the weak spot work best, I suppose. Like songbirds are incredible in this fight because you can just drop them right in the back there and do incredible amounts of damage. But again, anything works. Anything works. Out. Out.
Nice. I heard you were good. But the cleaner's going to have the last laugh.
His behavioral pattern has changed. Watch out.
No, I'm not concerned.
2 repair kits remaining. Right hand ammunition at 50%.
But you also can go for the spot down there. I find it's just easier to go for the one on the back because you have more opportunities to hit it. But you can get stun locked by the cleaner's arm, so be careful there. But then it just becomes that. Just hover above it and shoot it. You're good to go.
Systems offline. Complete shutdown confirmed.
Yeah. We'll probably switch ACs for the next one. Again,
Enough, tourist.
doing 100% playthrough, so, you know.
I guess
Show off
playing
every
right
mission.
is a smart choice here. You want to go up top, right? Let me show you the way.
Thank you.
Guided tour from Cinder Carla herself.
Nothing like long day of work followed by getting to play some armored core. Yeah, just a C rank. I knew playing with random parts, probably not going to get a high rank, especially with the amount of ammo we're using. All right, let's name this thing. We decided to call it Hodgepodge. All right, where did we stop last time? We stopped after Tetrabyte Mark II, after Hailstorm. We used Plasmancer and Burninator as well, so I guess we're on Chain Gun is next. Ugh, this is a rough one design wise. I did not have a lot of parts when we made old Chain Gun. We'll make it work. What is the? Yeah. Okay, we can make this work. Again, part of the goal here is to prove you can beat any mission with any AC type. So, Chapter 2, Eliminate the Dozer Faction is a New Game Plus Plus mission, or maybe New Game Plus mission. Either way, it's a mission you don't get right away. So, we'll do it. Why not? No, I'm sorry. It's the other way around. You already have that one. It's Stop the Secret Data Breach that you don't have. Wow. All right, Trey. Look, when you beat the game 3 times, you kind of just lose track of when missions unlock for the most part.
But we shouldn't miss this chance.
I forgot the briefing. We'll go back and listen to the briefing. Hold on. Hold on. I'll quit out. We'll go back and listen to the briefing. As I said before, for anybody that's like, but if you've beaten the game 3 times, why do you care about the briefing? Well, I don't really. I know what's going on, but there are people that are watching this that this is the only way they get to experience the story. So we are doing all briefings as well, even though it would make it much faster if we didn't. But that's okay. So, Dozer Faction, repeat the briefing.
Ah, my favorite little tourist.
Thank you.
About my promise to take you up top. I need a little help cleaning up first.
Sure.
You see, a certain someone smashed up all my defense hardware.
I don't know who that could have been.
Now I've got rival dozers muscling in. It's the Junker Coyotes. We never did get on. Always sniffing around and snapping at our heels. They're dull company, tourist.
All right.
One thing, though. They're using RADMTs, hot from the black market.
Okay.
They might be a pack of dumb animals, but at least they know
Isn't that the
quality
irony?
workmanship.
Like, she made that stuff,
Anyway,
and now it's coming
you
to
know the
attack
score.
her.
You made this mess, now you get to clean it up.
Yeah, but
Well,
you made the
technically, I'm
MTs.
asking you to make a whole new mess.
You know what I mean, Carla?
Ah, whatever. You know what to do. Now get out there.
Don't think she cares how I feel about that. All right. Sortie.
Your handler
This one
didn't
you saw
authorize
just a
this
second ago, so we'll go ahead and go in. Okay.
Main system. Activating combat mode.
So I've got Sweet 16,
Let's get rolling, tourist.
chainsaw,
Get out
a
there
linear
and find me
rifle.
some coyotes.
We can make this work.
We're already moving in, my friend.
Hey, we got an AC!
Easy.
Never seen one like that before. Must have got a sweet deal from Carla.
Send in the punchers and kickers!
Ah, we missed.
These MTs made by our own engineers. When did those hit the black market?
They look like those fragments. Edwards enhanced firepower.
Oh, come on.
Damn it! This wasn't part of the plan!
I was just about to get a good chainsaw hit.
Can't stand the sound of whining coyotes.
Dang it. Come on. Get over here. There we go. Yeah, we're not getting an S rank this time either.
At 30%.
Yeah. That's okay. Man, all right. There we go.
Clean as a whistle.
Next
Moving
zone.
on, tourist.
Enemies detected. Unlock their location.
Figured you could handle this on your own. So I called off my MTs.
Of course you did.
About time we got some maintenance anyhow.
Oh, just shot. I don't like the chainsaw. I was so excited when I unlocked it, but I don't like it.
And it ain't dumbass Rummy. That one of RAD's newbies?
We'll blow the sky high!
You'll try to do so, yeah. You're not gonna succeed. Oh, Rummy couldn't do anything. Come on.
1 repair kit remaining.
At least it looks cool. I was so excited when I unlocked it.
Confirmed. Coyote force eliminated.
Looks like it's over. Guess I was right to pick you for the job.
is it? And that's a pretty quick mission. Nothing too bad, you know? Oh. Alright. Who's next on the list? After Chain God is Doughblade. We've used Doughblade a lot, but we'll go ahead and we'll keep going down the list. Next is stop the secret data breach. This is not a fun mission, in my opinion.
My
Don't love
favorite
this
little
mission
tourist.
at all.
About my promise to take you up top. I need a little help cleaning up first. See, a certain someone
You may say,
smashed up all my
this
defense
seems exactly
hardware,
the same as before.
and now I've got rival dozers muscling
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, it's the New Game Plus version of the previous
It's the
mission.
Junker Coyotes. We never did get on. Always sniffing around, just waiting for a chance to bite. Making a mess is one thing, but they're going after our development data too. We need to swat
Which is
that
like, that's a
drug place
very
before they make
different
off with all my secrets.
thing, right? Because the other one's like, well, they stole them from the black market, or they bought them from the black market. But here, it's like, well, they're
pretty
making
low of
them.
them.
They're going after the data.
But at least give them credit for knowing where the value is. Anyway, did I mention that this is all your fault? You can make up for it by keeping my secrets safe.
Sure, Carla. Sure. If you say so. All right, so we've got Needle Lance, or Needle Lance,
Authorize this sortie
uh,
either.
Zimmerman.
But we shouldn't miss this chance. I'll support you.
What other melee weapon on here? The Twin Blade? I think so. Might be the Plasma Slicer, but I think it's the Twin Blade. We'll find out.
Main system.
We will
activating
find
combat
out.
mode.
Let's get rolling, tourists. Destroy all
Alright,
the
so
hacking
what
drones
makes
those
this
degenerate
mission so
coyotes left
annoying
here.
is that there aren't a ton of clues if you don't have the right head type on to be able to figure out where all of these are.
Firewall's going down fast.
Confirmed. Target destroyed.
You're kind of... place is also kind of a maze with all the
Straight
doors
out of the
opening up.
gates. Keep it up, tourist.
But if I remember right, there's one down here too. Yeah.
Second target destroyed.
There is no reason for us to stop
I
and
get why
fight
they want
everything.
tech. I just wish they had a little more flair. If it were me, I'd raid
We
us
are on
in
a time
orbit and
limit.
just yank our servers off the ground.
Hey. There's one. Two more somewhere too. That's one right there.
Coyotes are used
Confirmed. Target destroyed. 2 remaining.
One of these paths has,
to work on their counter.
yeah, a little spot you can go into there. Yeah, it's the Twin Blade. Okay, very cool. I can work with this.
2 repair kits remaining.
Lance in, into Zimmerman, into Twin Blade. Easy peasy. All right. That one's over here. And one left.
One left.
Out of my way.
Try to mess it up now.
I have failed this before with just one left.
Security breach has reached 50%.
We can still make it, Raven. If you can't spot the targets, try using your
I am using my scanner. Is there one in here? I don't remember. Might have been one down here. Bunch of mines down here. I just remembered that right as I dove into them. Oh, not down here. No reason to stay. This is why I hate this mission, though, is because I always get lost and forget where they are.
They've got our crypto keys. That's,
I'm trying,
great.
Carla.
Faster, Raven.
I'm trying, Air. There it is. Not where I was trying to fire. Got it. Problem solved.
Good job, tourist.
But we're not getting this rank.
Sent the coyotes and their pals a little counter virus. Their servers are officially fried.
Who is
Maybe
shooting me
that'll
now?
teach 'em to behave.
Get out of here.
Wait, the radar. Are there more of them?
They're outside. Let's move to intercept.
Move to intercept. I do like the music in this mission, at least. Probably a waste of ammo, but it was getting on my nerves. Alright, now this is where things get interesting.
Huh. You're the freelancer from the dam raid.
Because it's old Iguazu. Remember, on the dam raid, we took him down
Here I thought I'd just make some extra
in New Game
scratch.
Plus. So this
Guess
is
I can settle the score
this
at
is
the same
personal
time.
for him.
I see the coyotes got some help too. Don't forget to smile, tourist.
I heard about you climbing the wall. Bet you think you're hot shit now. Well, you made a mistake.
Gotcha, Iguazu.
You're gonna die, freelancer.
Oh, it's gonna be you that dies, Iguazu. But first, now that we got him to half health, ow! Yeah, we're definitely not. We're not S-ranking
See
this.
you, freelancer. Hey, robots. You're playing with the big fish now.
We didn't have terminal armor on. It would have been really difficult to pull back out of that with terminal armor, but we didn't have terminal armor on. Iguazu's really annoying. We're definitely not getting S rank because when you restart from checkpoint, you lose out on being able to get an S rank. But that's okay. The goal here is not to get S ranks, is to show
I
the
see
story.
the coyotes got some help too. Don't forget to smile, tourist.
I heard about you climbing the wall. Bet you think you're hot shit now. Well, you're making
Yeah,
a
I can handle Iguazu. I just got stun locked. Okay, so we gotta take these guys out first. And they can be pretty annoying. Because they have those widespread attacks whenever you get close to them.
You psycho or something? We're both in trouble here.
Oh, trying to hit him. Ah, come on.
2 repair kits remaining.
There we go. I don't like helping Iguazu, but I will. And then now, we just go back to fighting Iguazu. Which is kind of funny to me. The idea of like, oh, we work together. Now back to killing each other immediately. There's no other dialogue about it or anything. But it's fine. I can handle Iguazu.
I would have had you. Don't you dare think you've won.
I did win. I absolutely won, Iguazu. What do you have to say about that?
I'll have the crew check out those mechs.
Boop, boop, bop, bop,
Raven,
bop, bop.
there's unidentified machines who are using encrypted communications. I'll do what I
Easy.
can to decrypt them.
He says, having died once. You can memorize the locations of where all the hacking terminals are. I bet that mission's really easy to S rank. Because you boost in, get all 5 of those real quick, and then you just, because we got an A, we might even got an S if we hadn't. Oh well. Oh well. I have S ranks on my mind now because that's the only achievement I have left to get. Alright, we'll do a mission with Stun Gunner, but this is cheating. Stun Gunner is absolutely cheating. The next up is Ocean Crossing.
We're continuing through Grid 086 toward the Intercontinental Cargo Launcher.
The Continental Cargo Launcher.
Cargo has agreed to serve as our guide. I'm not sure how safe it is to trust a dozer.
Carla beat him.
But
It'll be
if we
fine.
turn her
She's
down,
great.
We turn her knowledge down as well.
We can trust her.
One more
Mostly.
thing, Raven. Cinder.
He did try to kill us
Carla's
once.
nickname. That's what the Rubiconians call survivors of the fires of Ibis.
Fires of Ibis, of course, being
If
the
fires happened half a century
burning
ago,
of the coral before.
well, it could just be some dozer inside joke.
Could be. Could be. My favorite part about this is because there's nobody talking in the chat right now. The stream is going to look like it was super dead, but I know of 2 different people that are going to watch the VOD, at least, right, on YouTube,
Quite enjoying
that are
the team.
theoretically going to love watching the VODs and seeing the story. And so it's just, it's like this weird thing that comes with streaming where your VODs go up on YouTube, right? Of even when the chat's empty, I know people are still going to enjoy it later
System
in a
activating
weird way, because I know there are people that will watch it because they watch the others, right? And so it's like, I'm not going to get discouraged because I need to still be active and happy and making comments and stuff so that the people in the future can enjoy the content, right? And so they can comment to me then
The outer shell.
about how they felt
Sadly,
in the
that's beyond
future,
my territory.
about how I feel in the present, but
Once
for
you're up
them
there,
it's their present
PCA
and
satellite
it's
sees
my
the
past. It's
A few of
the internet's such a
super
weird
dozers
place.
took it as a challenge, went out to prove themselves. You can guess what happened.
So this is the most broken build in the game in my mind. You can replace the Zimmermans with chain guns if you want to, but twin Zimmermans, twin stun needle launchers on top of the small tank treads, and you will be able to kill anything in the game. This is what I use on the final boss. It is the best build in the game right now, in my opinion. Tried to dodge that. Did not succeed. Gotta get some boost back, please.
Don't get fried.
That's an extremely powerful laser.
I know.
Careful, Raven.
Nice moves, tourist.
Ooh!
at 30%.
I thought I had that. I thought I dodged that at just the right time. I did not have that. Oh well. It's fine. Alright, now we gotta deal with these, but they're super easy to deal with. You just kill them, and you can use as much ammo as you want, assuming you're not trying to S rank, right? Because there's a resupply right after this.
AP at
All I'm saying is, the internet's a weird place, and I'm so thankful for the people that will watch this later and comment and tell me how much they enjoyed
That's
it.
what I like to see. Let's get the cargo launcher ready.
You people that watch either live or afterwards on YouTube or even on Twitch in the VOD, you're the reason why we do this, right? And it means so much to me.
Access the container.
This is about to be hilarious in my
Step
mind.
inside.
Wait. Enemy detected.
Oh no, sea spider.
Machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Coral response from the generator. This is a repair machine. Be careful, Raven.
it can do good damage to you, but realistically, if you just stay close to it, especially with this build, you're going to just wreck it. You know, and then it's going to take to the air. Which, yeah, this theoretically could be a tough spot for you, but realistically, you should have enough. That would have killed me if I didn't have terminal armor on. Realistically, you should have enough armor to be able to tank most of what it's throwing at you, and then you just get above it and take it out. The main problem here is if you don't have enough thrust to stay in the air above it. But you can cheat out some of your boost with the needle launchers if you need to, because you pause in the air when you're using them. So you can use that to recover boost if you need to. We died. Well, and people say, oh, they nerfed Sea Spider, it sucks now, it's so bad. No, I mean, it's just still Sea Spider, you know? If you don't stay in the air above it, if you don't have enough boost to stay in the air above it, then you're in trouble. And that's where a tetrapod just wrecks Sea Spider. But we also can just not die this time, and that'll be fine. It's kind of funny, if I was on the main AC that I use, my reverse leg one, we would have had enough boost to stay above it there, and would have been fine. But this is the build that I beat the final boss of the game with on my first try. With this build. I tried multiple other builds because I didn't want to use this build on the final boss. I wanted to do it straight. I didn't want to use the cheese build. But can't stay in the air, then, you know. And our problem with this engine, although it lets us carry everything in the world, it also means it has a really long reload time. So it's hard to stay in the air above him. Yeah, he's hitting us really hard here. I am, Carla. I am. I've got him. He's gonna die. It's just, you know, there we go. I think chain guns are my preferred way to take down Sea Spider, because they can hit him at much further range than the shotguns. There we go.
They were using coal for fuel.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
That was quite the show, tourist.
Technically,
How about we get back on track?
I'm also using coral
Open
for
the
fuel.
container. I'll operate the launcher from here.
But let's just not tell Air that. How's that sound?
Brace yourself.
And off we go. I feel like somebody's gonna be like, you beat the game 3 times. Why'd you die once to Sea Spider? Well,
Your Walter's hound,
look, I
right?
beat Sea Spider with a build that I knew worked on Sea Spider on New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus. I didn't
Guess a dog can't choose its master.
I didn't beat it with, you know, a build that's really good about fighting ACs.
Sorry for you.
But, you know,
I do.
part of the process here is showing you can beat any level with any build, right? Except for probably the final boss. Maybe I just need to fight him more. After I beat him, it's really funny to me. I'll let this line play.
You know the cargo launcher's strictly for cargo, right?
After I beat the final boss with the cheese
No one's
build,
ever used it to launch themselves before. At least not in one piece.
I went back and tried to fight it with my main build and fought it like 20 times in a row and died every time. But I do eventually want to go back and beat that final boss with my main build.
Hope your luck changes.
Hope so too. Just like that. Go out over the Alian Ocean.
You see it too, don't you?
You mean the coral? Yeah.
The voices of the coral. Currents coursing across Rubicon.
Okay, and that's chapter 2.
Walter was correct in his judgment.
Now we're going to see if we can beat chapter 3 before the end of the stream.
The coral. It's here, in this desolate place.
We spent like 20 minutes on Attack the Watchpoint Part 2. And so like 40 minutes for all of chapter 2. Alright. Next up after Stun Gunner is Moonlight. Does Moonlight have... No. Here we go. Alright, Zimmerman, Moonlight, and 2 orbits. Okay, yeah, we can do that. That's doable. Chapter 3 starts with Steal the Survey Data, which I have not replayed yet, so okay.
Got a job for you, 621.
As you always do, Walter.
It's a request from one of the Balaam companies.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. This job comes from our subsidiary, Dafeng. The operation will take place in the central ice fields, Yalmar Mine.
Yalmar Mine.
We want you to stage an attack on the Arquebus survey camp located there. After digging into the ice field, Arquebus launched survey drones to gather data. Whatever they found is sure to contain clues as to the whereabouts of the coral convergence.
Why did I make an AC
your job is to seize the
that I
data.
called Moonlight blue instead of making it white or yellow like the moon? It's a good question. I don't have a good answer for you, but all I can say is it's a choice that I made. I don't think it was a good one, but it's the choice that I made. I do still want to grind up a little bit of money for if they ever make DLC. I hope they do. But
Tell me if it happens on the job. I'll make adjustments.
okay, Walter, I'm still hearing voices. She's still talking to me, Walter. Her name is Air. She likes the coral a lot. She doesn't like Carla very much.
Commence mission.
Okie
Extract
dokie.
the data from the birth survey drones, then get out.
Go down here first, might as well. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Solo AC. Must be an independent merc.
Balaam's money, no doubt. Intercept!
621.
I'll just hide behind here while we get that. Observation data extracted from a survey drone contains an analysis of surface level scan of the central ice field. Sonar's picking up something strange. Whatever it is, you can't miss it. Some kind of massive cave, perhaps? How could there be a cavity underneath this vast sheet of ice?
Very interesting. Make a copy of this.
You know what? Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could stop being staggered. Orbits away. We'll let them handle those. And we'll go up here. You guys did not have to aggro that guy. It was not a thing you necessarily had to do. Boop. Yeah, it was exactly my goal to kick him off. That was great. 100% what I wanted to do. Oop. Orbits away. While I check this. Observation data extracted from a survey drone contains records of a surface level coral density at the central ice field. No major change in values compared to readings recorded in the Bellius region, likely to be cinders from the fire of Ibis. Inert coral readings make up 80% of the total. Analysis underway of the remaining 20%.
Remnants of the fire still hidden in journey here.
I got hung for a second there.
50%.
Sucker.
That's 3.
Observation data extracted from a survey drone contains records about old bases scattered across the central ice field. Most of these installations appear to have been built by the Planetary Closure Administration after the fires of Ibis. It must have been made redundant by the subsequent completion of the closure system. That said, with a bit of elbow grease, we might be able to repurpose these old ruins.
Even the Rubiconians have forsaken this lifeless place. If the PCA was the island, Coral was involved.
Got him. Nicely done, my boys. Just want to finish that last tell. Aww.
This should be the last one.
They're recharging. Contains records about an attempted video survey of the ocean near the central ice field. Our video data of the ocean region has a noticeable gap. Stranger still, this hole in our records remains regardless of how many drones we send. What's going on here? Some kind of camera interference?
Who knows what's happening on this vast sheet of ice?
You in the AC! What are you doing here?
Looks like their MTs
Doing?
just got home.
What are you doing? How you doing, girl? Oh, hello, sir. Would you like to play? Ow! Thought I dodged that. Oop. 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 Easy peasy.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven!
Yeah, that's me.
Looks like you ruffled some feathers. Taking their drones back to HQ. I want you to find them and stop them.
Okay. Can do, will do, done. Oop. I don't really need to fight you guys, but I'll let my drones shoot anybody they want to shoot. There we go. Makes them happy to be able to shoot people, then might as well let them shoot people, you know? My little orbits. We get a resupply point here, no reason not to take it. And
That must be independent.
I'm gonna give you a little hint here and just say, don't worry about fighting that guy. You really just want to try to take as little damage as possible, and you want to go up here. And I missed. You want to go up here. Ow.
That ship. It's identifying as PCA.
No, thank you. Then it sends out ATs.
Subject guard. They sent in an enforcement squad.
Or MTs. LTs. Whichever one the PCA uses.
621. That's an LC.
LCs, that's it.
File, and a big step up from subject guard MTs.
These guys are kind of tough. They dodge a lot. But with the right build, they don't really have much they can do to you. The main goal is to focus one down at a time because they will cover for each other. And once you start chipping away at them, then it becomes a whole lot easier. I'm aware. The one that we fought first is probably the best pilot out of all of them, I believe. And everybody after that is kind of just whatever. And then after that, it's time for some ship battles. But just like in Gundam, all warships have one major weakness, which is the bridge.
You're on the deck. Good call.
Once you take the bridge out, the warship can't do anything anymore.
Propulsion systems compromised.
You don't complete the mission until you kill all the drones.
Get clear, 621.
So I normally come back up here. And if I don't have a long-range weapon, I just wait for them to come to me. And then I just start killing. As you saw, Moonlight has an incredible arc AoE that killed so many of them in one hit. It's great. It's wonderful. It's amazing. But it's a pretty good first mission of chapter 3, right? Like, it seems simple, and then when you actually get into it, it's like, oh yeah, no, there's a whole lot more going on here.
Why send an enforcement squad in a warship? Special mission, maybe. Or was it? Wait. Over there.
Trespassers to Rubicon, this is your warning. Disarm and withdraw from the closure area immediately.
PCA, the Planetary Closure Administration.
And you will be marked for termination. The PCA makes no exceptions.
No exception.
PCA, they're coming.
Looks like we got a little too eager, 621.
Just a little.
Us and the corporations both.
What a cool first mission for chapter 3. A rank. That's okay. Could have gone a little bit faster. Used a little bit less ammo, probably. Taking a little bit less damage, maybe? Alright, who's next? Outlaw Stargo. Okay. Heavy hitter, but not a lot of ammo. So we'll see how this goes. If I were to change it now, I'd probably change the shoulders, but... Alright, so next up is... attack the refueling base. This is an interesting one. It can be kind of difficult, but it's a good mission.
Hey, buddy. This job comes from Schneider of the
Good
Archivist
old
Group.
Rusty.
Here's the rundown. They want you to attack the Jorgen refueling base, a PCA foothold on Rubicon.
Okay.
The target is the energy refinery plant deep inside. Take that out and, well, it ought to slow down their suppression fleet at least.
Makes sense.
Until recently, Jorgen was one of Balaam's Coral survey bases. It only took a day for the PCA suppression fleet to commandeer the base. You'll
Michigan's
also
not happy
find
about
a
that,
number
I'm
of
sure.
fuel storage tanks that I've marked as pay targets. I want you to be a walking advertisement for opportunities in destruction.
Whatever you say, buddy. I like Rusty a lot. So, obviously the main villain here now is the PCA. You know, like all the corporations are against him. As a merc, we're gonna get a lot of jobs to deal with them.
621. Just focus on getting the job done.
Of course, Walter. Of course. I'm not a mascot. But if Rusty asked me to kill a man and called me buddy in the process, I'd be really tempted to do it. That's all I'm saying.
Main system activating combat mode.
Activating combat mode. I take way too long on this mission,
Take out the PCA forces and head for the energy refinery plant.
and I don't need to, but it's because this is a mission that I farm just about every time I run it.
Suspected corporate hire. Single AC. Terminate immediately.
Because everything here is worth pretty good money.
Trying to fuel storage tanks along the way.
Now again,
We should do our best.
it's not a big deal at this point because there's no more parts to buy, but
Fuel storage tank destroyed.
If I was just trying to S rank it, I would mainline the mission and not bother to kill anything. But you know, might as well make a little bit of money while we're here.
You see that, 621? That dome's your refinery plant. I've updated your marker data. Head for the target.
I will do so. We're kind of stuck in the air at this point.
Must be after the plant.
Really need to, you know, get. Oh, I really need to get away from here, please.
Collect any corporate data
I should have just dropped, is what I should have done.
Wait, code 1.
That would have been faster.
It's that AC. Terminate it.
Huh? Got it. Easy. Aha! You can do a little jump with X or A on the controller.
Code 5. Hostile
Whatever your normal jump button is, to cancel out of a boost.
From the system. Code
And also
7.
get a little bit of movement on it right at the end there. Problem solved. So you can basically avoid 9/10 of this level.
Our work here is done, 6-2.
Raven, I'm picking up something in the stratosphere. It's approaching fast.
And you're fine. You know, it doesn't hurt you at all. You just don't get as much money.
Watch point report checked out.
These guys can be kind of difficult if you fight them both together, but if you can split them up, they're actually pretty simple to deal with.
Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
I want his gun, and I don't think it's available because I have all the parts.
Identified PCA,
And I don't have it.
SP, Special Forces. Can't afford to take chances. 6-2.
This is not exactly an AC fighting AC or an LC or anything like that fighting AC, but we'll make it work.
Executioners for priority.
Again, trying to show that you can beat any mission with any AC, really. We'll make it work. Poop.
Go 3 with Charlie. Lieutenant is down. Roger. Proceeding as planned.
Charging up. Charge shot.
We're not done yet. Stay focused, 621.
Really good damage on the charge, as you would expect. But we also have decent damage on just the regular shots. Ow. And then we can kick. Got him. Hit him with those, and we're done. And there's an extra boy down.
Both PCA SP craft destroyed.
I'm sure our paymasters planned for that too. They got their walking advertisement, all right.
Easy peasy.
I don't have high hopes for extra pay. I think we've done enough to inspire other mercenaries to work for Oculus.
I think so. Surely. He says that because we didn't take down a lot of the extra targets. I'm assuming. She might mean the... Just a bee? We did it so fast, though. Is it because we didn't kill the combat log enemies? So sometimes, some missions require you to kill the combat log enemies to be able to get the S rank. Just frustrating that it doesn't tell you which ones that is. But what can you do? You know? Alright. So, I wish I could sort by chapter. That'd be really handy. Okay. Chapter 3. Did attack the refueling base. Next up is eliminate V7 Swinburne. I want to show you something really cool about this mission.
In order to ambush and eliminate the target on
We forgot to listen to the briefing.
You'll need to adopt a
Okay,
different
here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back. We're going to boot back in. We're going to listen to the briefing. That way you hear that dialogue directly after the briefing. Apologize. I'm used to, when replaying missions for combat logs, not listening to the briefing again. That's okay. Okay, we're fine. We're doing fine. I'm only a little sleepy.
Activating combat mode.
I will do this though because we're gonna take a very different path in the actual mission.
Estimated the target's
I will show you
position
this
based on data we received.
down
Sending
here if it
results
will
now.
let us read it. No, it will not let us read it. There's a note
Get a
there.
read on-
Okay. But it looks like once you picked up the notes, you can't read them again. So that's unfortunate. All right. Replay mission. Eliminate V7 Swinburg. Briefing.
We've received a job from the Rubicon Liberation Front. Let's take a look at the request.
Rubicon Liberation Front.
Raven, we have a mission we'd like to offer you. The Rubicon Liberation Front is planning to retake the wall from Archibus. And
It
would
seems like a
you
bad
lay the
time
groundwork
to be
for
doing
us.
that in the middle of a war with the
Your
PCA,
objective
but you know,
is to
hey.
assassinate V7 Swinburne, the commander of the occupying force. Swinburne has dispatched surveillance squads to monitor for intruders and high
Then I was going to show you
operatives.
one cool thing. I'm going to show you two cool things in this.
If our plan to retake the wall is to succeed, you must not be spotted.
This is actually a
We're counting on you
really
to handle
fun
this
mission
discreetly.
in a lot of ways. You can do some really roundabout routes to get there. If you just want to dodge every enemy and not, you know, attack them or anything. But there's also a route we can take that's pretty safe.
You'll need to adopt a different style of fighting.
I like this is a very different feel for a mission, you know? I like it when they challenge me. When they go, hey, it's not just kill everything. It's do it a very specific way and then kill everything. It's like, okay. But it doesn't do it like Red Dead style or GTA style. It's like, well, if you go a little bit out of the way that we intended you to do it, you're going to fail the mission. All right, so this is how I take this.
I've estimated the target's position
I
based
go
on the data we received. Sending results now.
through here.
Watch out for the surveillance MTs. If they get a read on you, this
Over here.
operation's over.
Kill these guys. I did not kill both of them. I'm used to having twin shotguns.
An independent merc.
I'm used to having twin shotguns. That route normally works perfectly. Because you just jump down, boom, boom, kick the third guy, and you got it. Alright.
Commence mission. I've estimated the target's position based on the data we received. Sending results now.
Sure, we've got to.
So we didn't quite make it that time, even though we made it last time. Maybe I was too low this time. We'll go high.
Mission. I've estimated the target's position based on the data we received. Sending results now.
It worked perfectly the first time, just the way it normally always does. I guess we'll go a safer route.
Activating combat mode.
Commence mission.
We'll go this way instead.
I've estimated the target's position based on the data we received. Sending results now. Watch out for the surveillance MTs. If they get a read on you.
Capture complete. Sending data to Swinburne.
Ooh, you're all the way over there. Come on. All right, fine. We'll do it the boring way.
Main system. Activating combat mode.
Commence mission. I've estimated the target's position based on the data we received. Sending results now. Watch out for the surveillance MTs.
This is the boring way to do this.
Operation's over. If you pick up a capture camera tracking you, take cover or quickly destroy it. Camera looking this way.
Or it's not. Go through here. Oop. Oop. The guy there, but you don't land too close to him, he won't even know you're there. And that guy over there also won't know. See, that's the path that we would have taken from the path I always take.
No sign of the target, it seems.
And then an explosion goes off over there.
Look over there. I've detected an AC in combat mode.
Okay.
That must be Swinburne, the target. Target confirmed. It's Swinburne, the Vesper's number 7.
Okay.
This is our
So
opportunity for
you can
an
attack,
Let's go.
and he has dialogue,
I
shocked
see,
that you're
they're
attacking.
right. Tired old concern falling further and
But if you
further
just
behind.
walk up behind him,
I'll have you you all sent for re-education.
He gives you very different
They will be
dialogue.
pleased to have you. Back to your post, Grunt. I can handle myself, thank. What?
Yeah. He assumes you're one of his
Who are you?
and then panics,
Stop right there.
which I think is really funny.
Be one of my own.
Ow. That was a good point blank shot, sir.
I don't know who put you up to this, but clearly you need to be
Okay,
disciplined.
so in just a second,
I'm Swinburne. I can't lose.
we gotta back off. We gotta alt DPS, which is working out great because he's wailing on us. I've never had this hard a time with him. Wow! Alright, Swinburne. I don't even know if we can deal with the other thing I'm trying to show you with the way he's acting.
Let's
Okay,
not do anything hasty.
so now, if I stop attacking,
I lead the Vesper 7th squad, which means I hold the purse strings. Every single transaction goes through me. Let me go, and you'll still come out on top. Understand?
sure.
You're quick on the uptake, aren't you? Splendid. I'm sure Snail will see you're properly honored for this. You're not like those savages. Keep up the good work.
Rubicon Liberation Front's not gonna be happy with that decision. And so then you say, well, I guess the mission's over, right? I mean, we're not killing him anymore, but
Death and dishonor, such as the Oathbreakers due.
now we get to fight the Rokumonsen,
May the Sons who dawn.
which is like, if you never do this mission, first off, you never get a combat log because he's got a combat log. But second off, very important plot stuff comes from this guy.
Slipping through cold fingers. Feed Rubicon's soil.
Because he is a character we have met before. I'm aware. I don't know if we can actually win this. We might have to retry from checkpoint, but we're gonna try. Yeah, okay.
Death the only salvation.
That's okay.
Rest with the coral.
That's okay. Again, for anybody like, you've beaten this game, are you sure you've beaten New Game Plus Plus? Like, yeah, I'm using ACs that are nowhere near optimized, right? They're just for fun.
Target confirmed. It's Swinburne, the Vesper's number
If I
7.
was to redo this one today, I would change a lot about him. I would probably give him a non-energy shotgun. I would give him something other than the dagger. So there's the surprise dialogue. Now you get to see that.
What the?
And I would change out his shoulder weapon for sure.
Stop that! Dare you attack me with my back turned?
Ow.
30%.
Back off, Swinburne.
I don't know who put you up to this, but clearly you need to be disciplined.
Well, I'll discipline you, Swinburne. Take this.
I'm Swinburne. I can't lose.
Sorry, Johnny Young Boss. Ow! Man, I'm getting roasted by Swinburne. Wow! I've never had this much trouble with him.
Reprogramming.
He's always been a joke to me. I didn't even realize he could be a good fighter. What the heck,
Let's
man?
not do anything hasty.
Okay.
You realize I lead the
We
Vesper
take his
7th
offer.
Squad, which means I hold the purse strings.
Takes him forever to offer it.
Transaction goes through me.
You only have 6,000 health to deal
You'll
with.
still come out on top.
Rokusenmon.
Understand?
No repair kits remaining.
Yeah. Take the deal.
You're quick on the uptake, aren't you? Splendid. I'm sure Snail will see you're properly
We will
honored for
optimize this AC if we lose this again.
You're not like those savages. Keep up the good work.
Rokusenmon will come rushing in. I think it's like 15 seconds because they give you time to attack
Is that a liberation front, AC?
Swinburne again, just in case.
The scoundrel's profits. Coins slipping through cold fingers. Feed Rubicon
Nope.
AP at 50%.
Ow!
30%.
It's really annoying me. Yeah, we're not getting him down. Okay, we're gonna optimize this AC before we try this again.
Rest with the coral.
Pokemon Sin is pretty good, but the problem is that we have some bad weapons for what we're trying to do here. Okay, so the Wergar is not bad for a laser shotgun. Like, it's okay, but it does not have the power, the stopping power, or the stun power that we need it to have for AC combat. If you charge it, it's fine. The big thrust does really good damage, but we don't want that. We want stopping power, right? So we could go with like Zimmerman. That would give us a good punch for our close range. You can see how much that ups our damage, right? For the sake of what we're trying to do, I don't really want to change everything about the AC here. Like, I don't want to go too crazy with optimization here. But even if we just put a laser slicer on instead of the dagger, we can keep the dagger. We'll keep the dagger. We'll change the orbit, which is not going to do us much good in an AC fight, into a coral missile. Wouldn't be bad. It's a big burst of raw damage. Put one coral missile on, and then on the other one, I think we're gonna put a different gun. Something with some good mid-range damage. And we put a siege missile launcher on there. That should make a difference. I don't want to change gear, like actual parts. Because we could optimize the crud out of this thing and give it arms that can deal the most possible damage and everything, you know.
This is our opportunity for an ambush.
But I feel like that takes away from our every AC can beat every mission thing. Which, for what it's worth, not every AC can beat every mission, right? I suppose if you're just really good, you could, but it's not how it works, you know. You need to optimize, but we can beat just about any mission at this point because we played the game a lot, you know, with just about any build. But we should still optimize if we're struggling. There's no reason not to, other than just stubbornness. Ow. You see the difference there just from having a more optimized build. Yeah. I'm mostly just tired of hearing his spiel here.
Let me go, and you'll still come out on top. Understand?
2 repair kits remaining.
You're quick on the uptake, aren't you? Splendid. I'm sure Snail will see you're properly.
It's just a good animation. I like it a lot.
You're not like those savages. Keep up the good work.
Boom, 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 boom. Here he comes.
Is that a liberation front, AC? Intercept.
I did not mean to fire that.
The scoundrel's profits. Coins slipping through cold fingers. Feed Rubicon's soil.
I'd really rather not. Is there a different option that I can take? Ugh. Dodged away from that.
Ow. Blade strikes true. Savage Savage is the curve.
One repair kit.
I guess you could say savage is the curve, yeah. Really rather you didn't call me a curve, but you know, if you must. I like hound a lot more. People call me Walter's hound. That feels good. Okay, alright, nope. No need for you to dodge that. He doesn't really have the upper hand though, because we've already taken out most of his repair kit. We just need to get in and do some damage. And if we can get him staggered, then we can do just that right here. There we go.
I shall pay my dues.
He did have another repair kit. Okay.
Your orders come.
Yeah, so as you can see, he's lost it.
Another star fades.
Wow, man, he almost has us too.
Witness my
We're about to
steel
lose.
errant curve. Man at mountain allows.
Yep. Wow.
Death the only
Rokumonson is really... Oh.
Rest with the coral.
Okay. He stood on top of where we were. I thought we died for a second there and got back up. Okay, he is giving me way more trouble than I thought he was going to. Let's change out this for something else. Actually, the missiles were working. I think it's the dagger that's the problem. I like the dagger. Let's go to the laser slicer. Oh, that's too much. Okay, let's go with the... Oh, the dagger's our only choice. For melee. Okay. Well, we'll just have to do it then. We could change out oral missile. Or a double plasma launcher. Oh, no, we're overburdened then. Okay. We don't have a ton of options there. A pulse cannon would take out his shield. That might make all the difference. Rokumonson's a tough fight. It's easy with my go-to build because, you know, that build makes everything easy. Hey, well.
I see. Balin. Yeah.
What do you think you're playing at? What? You're not one of mine. Another ambusher?
Deal with his shield pretty quickly. Oop. Okay, we can't kill him.
Who put you up to this?
That's the thing we gotta remember. We're not allowed to kill him.
You need to be disciplined.
Alright, Swinburne. That's enough. That's enough. You can stop that now. It's really hard not to kill him.
What? Let's not
There
do
we go.
anything hasty.
There we go.
Realize I lead the Vesper 7 squad.
Yeah.
Which means I hold the purse strings. Every single transaction goes through me. Let me go, and you'll still come out on top. Understand?
I do understand.
2 repair kits remaining.
You're quick on the uptake, aren't you? Splendid.
And we have to wait like 10 seconds for Rokumonson to show up. I wish it checkpointed at this point.
Like those savages. Keep up the good work.
Got back from your friend playing? Nice. We finished chapter 2. We're well into chapter 3.
Death and dishonor.
Still trying to
such
show
as the
off
Oathbreaker's due.
all the different variants of missions and trying to play with a different AC every mission. Even though it'd be really easy if we just used the big, my regular AC.
Scoundrels, prophets.
So now we can deal with this pulse shield really easily.
Feed Rubicon's soil.
Come on. Come on. I almost said this guy's name, which hasn't been revealed yet. So we'll just call him Rokumonson. He's really annoying because he's really fast and does good damage. He's a cakewalk if you can keep him stunned. But if you're playing an AC that doesn't have a lot of stun options, he's really annoying. You can see how quick we just burn his pulse shield down with a pulse weapon. He doesn't have the upper hand there. Believe in me.
I shall pay my dues. Watch me, good comrade, say, your reward has come.
See, we've almost got him.
AP at 30%.
Another star fades. Witness my steel errant curve, man and mountains.
Oh, come on, no! No! There we go. He just got all the combat logs? Nice. There we go. It was close. We're definitely not S-ranking that because we renewed from checkpoint, but yeah.
That was certainly an adventure.
Yeah, that's Rokumansun. Yeah, getting all the combat logs, you get some really cool weapons and stuff. C rank, that's fair. That's fair. The easiest way to S rank that mission is to just kill Swinburne. Because it's not an alt mission that has Rokumansun. You just kill Swinburne. Alright, now we take in Kamen Rider Gaim for the next mission. Which is also definitely not an optimized build. And I don't know why I put the orbit on there. I was trying to use stuff that was like Gaim. The Kachidoki Arms has the shotgun. You've got the sword. The orbit doesn't really work, though. I think we could go with, like, needle launcher for Ichigo, or we could just go with the plasma launchers. Or, like, Fruits Basket. That'll work. I think I just like the orbit, so I was using it. Okay, so next up is Tunnel Sabotage, and then we have a few more missions in Chapter 3 before we get to be done with Chapter 3. We're going to be here for a little bit, so just, you know, keep that in mind.
Got a job for you, 621. The Balaam Group sent us a request.
What we'll probably do is at some point, we're just going to switch to my main, and we're going to blitz through these missions, because there's a lot of them. We might do that after this.
Operation to attract the PCA's attention.
Because there's a lot of them.
You are to report to the Engebret Tunnel in the Central Ice Field.
Okie doke.
It's a derelict watch point, slated for restoration by the PCA in the near future.
Did you freaking get all the chests? There's quite a few of them.
Find and destroy the sensor they're planning to repair.
I do the same mission a little twice.
The objective
Yeah.
is to distract the PCA and divert
It definitely
forces from
happens.
their local base. Briefing
It
over.
definitely happens.
Counting on you, Gun 13.
There's one coming up called Attack the Old Spaceport that has 3 combat logs in it, and I had a really hard time finding those.
I don't think Dafeng appreciates your true value.
I did the mission.
I'll talk to them.
I got 1, beat the mission. Saw there was another combat log there. Did the mission again, got the 2nd, finished the mission, still didn't have them all. Saw there was another one there, went back again, killed the last one. Should have just looked for them all the first time, you know. But what can you do?
Main system
Can you do?
activating combat mode.
All right.
Commence mission. Destroy the old sensor at the end of the underground tunnel. This place may be derelict, but it won't be left undefended.
Yeah, we're probably going to switch to Zimmerbird after this mission. Just because we have so many Chapter 3 missions to go. We don't have to fight all these guys, so we're not gonna.
There's a faint choral response coming from the bottom. It must be linked to an
Oh,
underground
I just
vein.
didn't want to fall. Yep.
Gun 13, come in, Raven.
Yeah.
PCA ground forces are headed your way earlier than planned. Make sure they stay busy. You know what to do. Over and out.
Yep.
You heard him, 621. Destroy the target and get out of there. That's the target. It's protected by a basic shield. Just hit it.
This one's a pretty good mission if you need
Mission
money.
accomplished.
There's a chest on this mission, I believe. And then it's time to go.
That shouldn't have been enough to... 621, pull out.
Trust me, Walter. I'm trying.
Gun 13 Raven, what's going on? Who's that Trevor? Report your status. We can answer that later. Get out now, 621.
Trying.
AP hack 50%.
Your advice for Sea Spider broke his brain a little bit.
What's the system's verdict?
Proceed.
I actually died to Sea Spider earlier when we were beating Chapter 2, which was crazy for me because I've beaten this game 3 times, and I thought I had Sea Spider on lock, but I was using a random build from my list, and it was not very well catered to Sea Spider. I wonder how you're supposed to S-rank this, because surely we took too much damage to S-rank it.
This job's finished. Head back and rest, 621.
One misstep, and that coral surface
That is the only achievement I have left, is to S-rank every mission.
Raven, must you always put your life on the line?
Pretty simple mission if you don't want to farm it. It is a good farming mission, but S. Okay. Very nice. But yeah, if you wanna farm it, it takes a little bit longer. Okay, so I think everything after this we made for the show and so have used on stream. Hodgepodge was the one we made to start things off here. So we will go to my baby and we will see just how fast we can clear some of these. All right, so this is a New Game Plus Plus mission, rent corporate salvage. I guarantee you, if we were using my baby, these we would have gotten S's on as well. I need to just go through and do S's. It's my last achievement. I need to just do it.
This job came to us.
Maybe we'll do a stream at some point where I try to get whatever S's I don't have by the time we get to that, you know?
It says, Raven.
This is Middle Flatwell.
Like a special stream or something where we just stream until we get them.
We and the Bellius Command are ramping up against the corporations on 2 fronts. At present, our primary concern is the seizure of PCA hardware by the corporations.
Stay close. He's like, what? Why?
Outsiders have the expertise
That's the trick.
and the
You stay close and
resources
get above
to
him when he goes to the second
reverse
phase.
engineer PCA technology. They're hungry too. Hungry enough to consume the PCA whole. This
It
leads
makes
me
no
to my
sense at
quest.
first, right? But that's absolutely the
PCA
strategy. You
stationed
stay close.
LCs and a new model, the HC, at the Yelmar mine.
HC.
I want you to obliterate them in order to mitigate the potential for corporate gains.
Sure.
Raven, I await your favorable response.
So that's the briefing. We accept the mission.
It's exceptionally rare to get a direct request from Liberation from leadership.
Middle Flatwell.
Perhaps the situation has changed their attitudes too.
And now, your chat. My wonderful chat that I love so much. Now we get to play Armored Core. And if you say, what do you mean, Trey? You've been playing Armored Core for 1 hour and 49 minutes already.
Activating combat
Yes, but now we get to use my child. My super optimized AC.
Administration LCs and the new HC.
I'm grateful for your assistance, Raven. The targets are stationed in 2 camps. Attack
So
one,
in this mission,
and the
you got
other
2 different targets to take
to
down.
reinforce.
It is much
I'll
easier
leave the question of where to strike first
to come up
in your
here.
capable hands.
and deal with this one than it is to go the other way. I know some people say, well, you take out the first one before you get to these 2, but the tetrapod is the harder fight in my opinion, so it is much easier to take these 2 down and then go after the tetrapod, especially if you kill them before the tetrapod gets here.
I'll head over as soon as the HC is prepped.
Oop. That's 1. Right, stop shooting me in the back. There we go. thing close to me more stomping, but nope. It doesn't. Or it's not a tetrapod in this mission. It's the HC, that's right.
They got the LCs. I knew this was a bad time for me. No matter. This duty's more than a match for some patchwork AC.
Oh, he actually got me. I thought I'd kill him before he could do that. There we go. We're probably not getting this rank because of that. It's a shame.
HC. Cutting edge.
All targets destroyed.
Man, we would already be almost done with Chapter 3 right now if we had been using this AC from the start. My baby, my Zimmer bird. Stun, or my shotgunner.
To chase the freedom we never knew.
There we go. Yeah, it's funny. There's a lot of like enemies in From Software's design. There's a lot of enemies in From Software's design that are like, yeah, they have this really strong attack, but if you stay directly underneath them, they're never going to use it. Like, what? Okay, sure. All right, next up is survey the uninhabited floating city. Ironically, he had no problems. Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Personal request from a friend. We still don't have enough data to pin down where the coral is gathering in the ice field. According to my friend's sources, we could find some clues here.
Xylem.
A city floating
Floating
on the
city.
ocean, built by the Rubicon
I didn't
Research
mention
Institute.
earlier who
Ever since the fires,
Rokumonson was,
been
but it's
abandoned.
Father Dolmayan.
It's likely
It
hiding
may not
secrets about
spark
the
anything
coral,
right away,
kept shrouded by the city's
but
east
Father
wing fog.
Dolmayan was one of the people that you went to rescue on the prisoner rescue mission that was talking really weird.
That's where you come in.
And if the fight goes a little bit differently, if you get him to a certain health point, it's revealed that he has a voice in his head too, like you do with air, which is whoa. You know?
We can be the first ones to identify where the coral is converging.
But now that we've used every AC, we can just focus these missions down with Zimmerbird.
Till it's disabled.
First try win with that strat? Yeah. It makes a big difference. Honestly, the same thing with Balteus, right? People that struggle with Balteus, if you stay on him, if you're on top of him, he's much easier to deal with, especially if you bring a pulse weapon. But even if you don't, he's much easier to deal with if you stay on top of him.
Main system activating combat mode.
Activating combat mode. And what you're supposed to do here is you're supposed to follow the blinking lights.
ECM won't interfere with our contact, but it is affecting your lock-on range. Keep an eye on your surroundings.
Of course, here. And the red lights are supposed to lead you to the way.
Unknown intruder detected. Normalization process.
Close into the city defense tower, I've located an ECM fog control device. See if you can access it. Confirmed. The control device is offline. Let's keep looking,
But
Raven.
I've done this mission a few times, and pretty sure the next one is over here. What do you mean you want me to go back? I'm trying to speed run this thing, Air. Stop telling me to go back to this. He was right though. I was going the wrong way.
Normalization process A.
I absolutely was going the wrong way.
Second fog control device located.
I also had to deal with these guys. But
Let's find the next one.
as always, Zimmerbird just, you know, clears them out. This way. This way.
Intrusion detected. Normalization process ceasing.
That did not kill him. Wow. Okay. Or him. Oh. Don't see that often with a Zimmerbird. Dual machine guns and needle guns. Needle guns are really good too, yeah.
We might be able to extract its data.
The machine guns got so much better after the patch. Xylem remains fully operational. Planetary Closure Administration did their best to hide the place, but I'll find a way there soon enough. The only ones who know are the PCA at... Perhaps this was recorded by Handler Walter's friend.
Wait. Hostile radio.
Yeah. Then we gotta deal with these jokers. Again. But this time we're in a different AC than we were the last time we had to deal with them. And things are a little bit different.
Now we know what happened to the drone. Fortunately, the data we found helped to identify where the last ECM device is. I've set a marker for
This is a really interesting part here, because then, like, as you're heading towards it, she says, "Any minute now, Air." Thanks. Here we go.
It's been a long time since we've been on a mission together without Walter. The control device isn't going anywhere. Take your time, Raven.
But, like, there's nothing else to do in this mission. There's one chest in this mission. And I guess that's what she's trying to imply, is that you should go to the chest. But that's it, you know? I got too far away. Also, once you're on New Game Plus Plus, this mission changes forever. And there is no variant option, I don't think. I think you're just stuck with the new version of it, which is fine, but he mostly needs money in S ranks. Yeah, S ranks they're difficult to get for multiple reasons. The game doesn't just require you to beat a mission fast, it also requires you to beat it without using too much ammo and with also not taking too much damage, and for some reason, if there's a combat log in the mission, certain missions require you to also get that combat log, or you don't get the S rank. So S ranks are pretty annoying to get in this game. But for money, there's a couple really good farming missions. See, now we have the Xylem defenses. Maybe I just beat it too fast the first time, and that was in base New Game as well. But I don't remember getting to that before. Where we could have had the guns firing at these guys too. But there is a variant mission of this that does one thing very differently. And we'll do that one in just a second. I've seen a lot of people that farm the arena for money, and I get why, but I don't think that's the most effective farm. I think there are absolutely a few missions where you get so much money for killing everything that that's the way to do it.
Looks like you did it. If the ECM flux
Yeah, some missions require you to get combat logs to get the S rank.
back to surveying.
That's why I don't have S ranks on all the missions, is because the requirements are different per mission. In some missions, you can use as much ammo as you want, and in some missions, you can't. We got an S rank there. We took a considerable amount of damage, but we did it really fast. We didn't use a ton of ammo, so great S rank, but there's no combat logs in that mission, you know? Alright. But now we have the alt version of it. There are combat logs in that mission? Really? I guess I've just forgotten about them at this point. I think it's the exact same briefing.
This is a personal request from a friend. We still don't have enough data to pin down.
Yeah,
where
it's the exact same briefing. The most annoying part about it to me is that speed is the main thing, right? It's mostly about speed. But there's a couple missions where speed doesn't matter as much as ammunition, which is weird. Yeah, if you retry from a checkpoint, you can't get the S rank at all. If you retry from a mission, like if you hit the retry mission button, then you're fine. Like this button, no problem. But if you restart from checkpoint, you can't get an S rank.
The ECM won't interfere.
Completely nullifies it.
But This must be a beacon left by the survey drone. I'll respond to this drone.
That's some weird lag.
You can use them if you lose your way.
Thanks, there.
Mobilization process.
Some defense automatons. I've located an ECM flight control device. See if you can access it. Confirmed.
First
Control
one.
device is offline. Let's keep looking, Raven.
Intrusion attempt persisting. Normalization process
I can't find any. Second thought.
Yeah. You basically just completely start the mission over, so why would it count, right?
Control device.
Ow.
Let's find the next one.
I like that you don't have to quit out to the hangar, though. That's a nice touch. It'd be really annoying if you had to quit out to the hangar or you didn't get an S rank.
Is that the survey drone Walter mentioned? We might be able to extract its data.
I'm lost again. Oh, it's because it's underneath me. Makes more sense. We took a bad hit earlier.
Wait.
Oop.
Hostile readings. Fight back.
Oop.
Now we know what happened to the drone. Fortunately, the data we found helps to
He's a tank.
identify where
Tanks
the
are a
last
really good way to
ECM
play
device is.
because you can wear much heavier
I've set
equipment.
a marker for it. Let's check it out.
Okay, and
You know, it's been a long time since we've been on a mission together without Walter.
I know, Air, but I'm going for S ranks while we're doing this, and I just don't have the time to waste with you. I'm sorry.
That's the last of the control devices. We'll have Walter back after this.
Okay, and you may ask, well, what's so different about this version of the mission? This version of the mission seems to be the same. Well, now All Mind has a line.
Circuit. Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Apologies for the intrusion. You have been followed. Contact is imminent.
And, yeah.
We stand as one.
You remember Rokuman-sen?
Your grave. Witness to Rubicon.
Call sign Raven. Augmented human C4621. Please destroy the hostile AC.
Because at this point, Father Dolmayan has lost his mind. The coral has driven him mad. And that may seem confusing to you because just a couple missions ago we had a mission from Middle Flatwell, who's the leader of the Rubicon Liberation Front. And it's because in the different new game cycles, some things are different. And that's that up until this mission in New Game Plus Plus, Father Dolmayan is the leader and not Middle Flatwell. But following this mission, Middle Flatwell takes over.
With Rubicon. Coral, endure within us all.
Ow.
For none of us shall cast the die.
Got it. Talking about how kicking and weight affects it? Yeah.
Forgive me.
And so Surreal, we assume, is the voice he was hearing in his head.
Target destroyed. Good. The Rubiconian symbiosis is no more than suppression and exploitation of coral. We hope this encounter was informative. Now,
And for anybody who's like,
handler.
Rokuman-sen's not
We shall speak
Father
again.
Dolmayan. But, well, no, they never directly say that he is, but they say that it is a very interesting setup that he uses, and the core of the AC is the S rank, nice. Core of the AC is the same as Rokuman-sen, so, or the MT, but they sure sound alike to me. They sure sound alike. But anyway, that's the two versions of that mission. He had a good laugh about the weight with the kick with a tank. Yeah. The next up, we have heavy missile launch support, which is a defend mission. Forgot the briefing.
It's almost time.
I forgot the briefing. We'll go back. We'll go back. I promised we'd listen to the briefings. We'll go back.
Main system activating combat mode.
Activating combat mode. We'll go back, even though it means 2 loading screens. And even though it means the stream goes longer, we'll go back. When I make a promise, I keep it. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 more missions in Chapter 3. We can do this.
Long time no see, tourist. I've got a job for you.
Literally kicked a boss. Yeah,
DCA
kicked a boss to
show of
death,
force
right?
Finally started to affect
Yeah.
my business.
It feels good. It feels good.
The spineless coyotes jumped at the chance to become their lackeys.
Of course they did.
Now they're feeling ambitious and sniffing around RAD territory again.
This is a weird one because this is a mission we can't speedrun,
It
but I
saves
haven't
causing
gone for an S rank
fireworks,
on it yet, so I'm not sure
and I've got something
how that's
that'll
going to
blow
work.
them away. The coyotes can be ungrateful, though. They're bound to come running to stop the launch.
Okay.
That's where you come in. Intercept them and defend the missiles. We'll make sure the coyotes and the PCA get a chance to see RAD's famous fireworks.
Sounds good.
It's almost time.
My Zimmerbird can handle this.
Hopefully the dozers won't be too dosed up on coral to make an appearance.
Yeah, hopefully. Would make the mission a lot easier if they didn't show, though. Just throw that out there, you know?
Main system activating
Oh, I'm so tired. I traded
Started without
having
you,
to work
tourist.
late
Get to your position.
for having to work in the morning so that I could come home to stream. Much as I was looking forward to sleeping in, I wanted to be able to stream tonight. Punching so funny. It is.
First enemy wave
It is. I still have our punch bot. We may do a oof indeed. We may do a special video or a special stream at some point of punching
Oh,
some of the
yeah,
big
you
bosses.
haven't met. Chatty's our system.
Chatty!
Doesn't talk much.
I love
but
Chatty.
He knows his stuff.
Chatty's so
Anyway,
good.
No time for pleasantries. We've got coyotes to deal with.
I love the
Never thought
characters
they'd
in
end
this
up
game.
palling around with
Even though you never get to
PCA.
like see human versions of them,
But
I
not
love
for
them
long.
so much.
Here comes the second wave. Keep the fireworks safe.
They're coming from the front left side.
Oop.
Intercept right.
Oop. That was overkill. They had almost no health left. There was no point in doing
I
that.
almost pity the poor fools.
I just wanted to. Oop. Oop. Oh, he's too far away. That was a waste of ammo. Because we have to defend this for 5 minutes, right? So how do we get an S rank on this mission? How did that one... I guess it took damage before we got here. I'm sure there's somebody that's already beaten all the bosses with just punching.
Don't let them
I'm
slip
not that
past you.
good, but... He unintentionally S-ranked the final boss, showing it to you? Nice! That final boss is tough, too. That's great.
Feeling antsy, tourist? The anticipation's half the fun.
The final boss
We
is
want
the
our
only
guests
boss
to
that I
enjoy this.
haven't beaten with this build. I had to switch to a little bit cheesier build to be able to beat the final boss. I did like 15 attempts trying to beat the final boss with this build. It's my favorite build in the game, and I haven't done it, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna go back and do it.
Toy box mechs. Our spicier products.
I just haven't done it yet.
Take them out first.
Maybe at some point I'll do a video of recording my attempts trying to beat the final boss with this build, which is my favorite. I mean, hey, on my DMC3 replay, I streamed myself fighting Virgil for an hour and a half.
Chatty's almost ready.
So I'm not against
Don't fellas
doing
now,
stuff like
tourist.
that, you know?
We got more toy box mechs.
I'm a little
Don't let
persistent,
any
yeah.
through.
I just get obsessed with an idea and then I have to do it, you know? But then before long, I get obsessed with a new idea. Woo, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I guess that's how you S-rank this one. You don't let any of the missiles die, right? Maybe you don't let any of them take any damage at all. No, 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 no. Very nice. Good job. But I did want to see the ending and get all the parts, so I went ahead and beat it with a different build so that I could see the ending. And some people would say just being able to beat it alone is enough, but it's not enough. I gotta beat it with my Zimmer bird. I'm not gonna have the boost to get up there.
A warship? Looks like the bigger dogs have arrived.
Laser sight. Don't let it burn you.
Batter up, tourist. You've blown up a warship before, right?
Yep. Problem solved.
Warship destroyed.
Machine guns? Yeah.
Stuff.
There's a lot of ways to cheese the final boss, and I don't mean cheese in a bad way, right?
Complete, Chief.
Like, the final boss has,
You're the
he's
best,
pretty
Chatty.
easily staggered,
You too, tourist. Here come the fireworks.
but I want to do it with my Zimmer bird. The problem is he runs so much,
There is the predicted impact point.
like he's really fast, so this build is not good for him because it's hard to stay on top of him, especially in his final phase
like I was a
when
little
he's
off.
meleeing.
Well, close enough.
Because
is
if
good
you're
enough for
too
me.
close to him when he's meleeing, he'll just do this big claw attack, and it's really hard to deal with him in that way because it does a ton of damage. The shotgun bird is not a good way to do it, but I want to prove that I can do it that way. Yes, Frank! Okay. Next up, eliminate the enforcement squad.
621. We've also got a corporate job. Check the briefing.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. This military operation is approved by Balaam HQ. Liberation Front took action regarding the Archibus-controlled wall.
Yeah.
Ultimately, both parties were suppressed by the Planetary Closure Administration.
Yeah, because it turns out the PCA is the true enemy right
There
now.
won't be a better opportunity for Balaam to steal the show. We want you to head to the combat zone and eliminate the enforcement squads deployed by the PCA.
Sure.
Be aware that their forces include a new type of craft, the HC.
Yeah, I've dealt with that a few
That's why
times
we've
by this
chosen
point.
you. Balaam's counting on you, Gun 13. Happy hunting.
Okay. Easy peasy
Seems
lemon
Balaam
squeezy.
can't let go of their failure to climb the wall. That's fun.
Everybody thinks about climbing the wall all the time. Realized we had so many rock climbers around here. Yeah, needle gun is stun needle is the best weapon in the game, hands down. It is the best weapon in the game.
Main system activating combat.
The build that I beat the final boss with has the stun needle on it. So there is an optional guy you can fight over here. It's actually a really good fight, so I'll show it off. Even though we're, you know, trying to do this in a reasonable amount of time. But he does have a combat log. It's so good. So you access this. It's a recording of a Rubicon Liberation Front address to fellow comrades. They say that the coral was plentiful, infinite, before the fires of Ibis. And then the Institute burned this place dry. The academics in their ivory tower underestimated the power of Rubicon's blessing. And when it laid their weakness bare, they burned it all to ash. This guy spawns because you read that. It's why you can still read that one even afterward. I don't know who this guy is, but it's a pretty good fight. Maybe I missed something in the lore. There'll be a Vati video about it at some point. I'm assuming he means Father Dolmayan, but by this point I've killed Father Dolmayan. But he's a pretty good fight. Especially if you don't, you know, Zimmerberg did.
Back to work, 621.
Have a good one, Will. I'm gonna finish chapter 3 and then I'm gonna call it myself. And then next week we'll do chapter 4 and maybe chapter 5, depending. We'll see. Sleep well, my friend.
Requesting back. Code 5, target for termination sighted. Engage.
We take out these guys.
LCs. They're equipped for heavy fire.
Help if we can lock on. There we go. Didn't lock on, even though I thought we did. Every once in a while, lock-on system bothers me in this game. Okay, that's one down.
2 repair kits remaining.
That's 2 down.
This area's all clear. Keep moving, 621. We're getting readings from inside the wall.
Right, a little bit of weird lag there. That's fine.
We're entering the structure.
I thought you'd get me, huh? Think you can take me?
Where's our patrol?
That's a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 reference. Nobody's gonna get that.
External comms have been compromised. Respond with available forces.
There are
Time to
very few
activate
people in
the
this world, I believe, get that reference. Because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is like the black sheep of the series for some reason. But
Code 2-3.
there are more people that would get that reference than there are that have put 600 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
That AC must be our independent.
And I don't say that as like a point of pride.
Moving to terminate.
I love that game. I don't regret the 600 hours I put into it. But 600 hours is a lot for a single player game.
That's the new HC. Stay sharp, 621.
That comms interference lets you make your work too, interloper. Course work your own fame. Violate the law, you pay the price.
Yeah, well, the only law on Rubicon is that might makes right, buddy. There we go. Problem solved.
System silent. HC enforcement craft destroyed.
I love the slide. Oh, it looks so good.
Nothing left in the vicinity. Looks like you cleaned up. We're done here. Head back to base, 621.
Sure thing. Another mission down. Can we finish the rest of chapter 3 in 40 minutes? We're going to find out. That's Frank! We should have been doing. Honestly, it was fun playing around with the other ACs and having trouble with bosses that I beat easily before, but we should have been using our boy this whole time for all the free S's we would have been getting. All right, so next up is destroy the Special Forces craft. This is the Cataphract mission. I had no reason to replay it before, but we'll do it now, of course. Chad, I need to use the bathroom, but I'm gonna see if I can hold it.
Let's see what it says.
See if I can hold on.
We have a mission we'd like to offer you. The
I'm
PCA
not
has
surprised that you
deployed
do.
the Cataphract, a special forces weapon specialized for ground combat. If we allow the corporations to seize this kind of technology, things will take a dire turn. We want you to deny them the opportunity. Destroy the weapon first.
Sure thing.
The Cataphract is a moving fortress equipped with almost impenetrable armor.
Okay.
It incorporates a bipedal MT as its core, making it a highly versatile threat.
I don't understand how that makes it more versatile.
There, and it can be beaten.
Like, is the point supposed to be that it can better control the weapons? Because if so, then sure. But if the point's supposed to be that, hey, this tank also has a pair of legs, and so it can walk as well as drive, that doesn't work for me, right?
They must be desperate to avoid confronting a triumphant victor.
It feels to me like that has to be, hey, it's more versatile because it has more options and better control as compared to just a standard tank.
Main system activating combat.
But at that point, why wouldn't you just build the AT or the MT like inside the Cataphract instead of in front of it? I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird, cool design. It's easy to cheese because of that. You just wail on the MT that's in the front of it. Sometimes you get stuck on it. They think we're the other Raven too. I'm the real Raven, Walter. We almost have him, though. He's about to drop super easily. There we go. That should be an S rank, right? The Cataphract is nothing to me at this point.
The Cataphract has been destroyed. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Forget about this Raven character. Borrowed licenses are always trouble.
Yeah, we have one.
What are you and Walter doing here on Rubicon?
Don't worry about it, Air. We're making money. Making money, 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 money. We're making bank. Not really, though. Yes, yes. Not really making bank, but, you know. We're trying. We're trying to make bank. All right, then after that is attack the old spaceport, which is a mission that I've now done like 5 times. Trying to get all the combat logs.
Hey there, buddy. Got a request from Archibus for you.
Okie doke, buddy.
Here's the briefing from my CO, who came up with the plan.
Thirsty, but I'm not going to drink anything more because
This is V2 Snail. I shall brief you on the operation.
maybe during the next briefing I'll get up
You
and
will
run to
be
the
under
bathroom
my
and come
direct
back.
authority. Consider it a rare privilege. We will conduct
Sure, there are some
simultaneous
people
surprise raids
on this
on
channel that would rather
interplanetary
have my
version
chair here than me
administration
anyway.
bases. One is the Hall of Communications base, the relay for comms between enemy squads. The second is the former Bertram spaceport, seized by the PCA for its suppression fleet.
This is an easy mission in a lot of ways.
V4 Rust
There's
will
just
be
a lot of
dispatched to
combat
handle
logs
the
in it.
Olive base. His objective will be to disable their network and prevent support from PC elite squads. Raven, during this time you must destroy all the heavy warships berthed at the spaceport.
Sure, I can try.
Solid plan, but there's a catch. Disruption of PCA comms
There's always a
won't
catch.
last long. I'll come support you when I've finished on my end.
Sounds good, Rusty. Okay. Back the old spaceport. Here we go.
If this mission succeeds, the corporations will deal the PCA a major blow. Ignore V2's snotty attitude. Just focus on your own work.
V2 Snail. Yeah, V2 Snail's kind of a jerk, but you know. What can you do? What can you do? How much of this stream is loading screens, I wonder? Alright, so the first combat log is right up there by those tanks. Second combat log is up there. There's a guy on top of that rail. The third combat log is up there in those energy tanks. But if we want an S rank, we don't need to deal with those. Unless we do, and I don't know which it is, right? Do we need to kill them for the S rank, or do we not need to kill them for the S rank? I don't know. It's different for every mission. So for now, we're just gonna try blitzing it. We'll try and do it as fast as we can.
That takes care of their external comms for now.
And see if that gets us the S. And if it doesn't, then we know we gotta do the combat logs. Easy.
Just fine, buddy.
Thanks, Rusty.
I'm keeping them busy, but they're working fast. Don't expect the comms blackout to hold for long.
I can't remember his name right now, which is to my shame. But Rusty's voice actor, who's also the voice of Dimitri in Fire Emblem Three Houses, is... I follow the guy on Twitter, and I can't remember... Sorry, X. And I can't remember his name. But he is quickly becoming one of my favorite voice actors.
Open fire! Keep the target away!
There we go.
Looks like you got them all, 621.
Right, so now it goes, hey, we need to resupply.
Back online. They've got warships heading your way. Hold out till I reach you.
Well, combat log guy is right there. Might as well kill him while we're here. We'll resupply and see if that did it. Alexa, who's the voice actor for Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses? Chris Hackney. That's it. That's it. Quickly becoming one of my favorite voice actors.
Target for termination approaching. Handle it. The main squad will be here soon.
Oh, that's all I wanted to know. Thanks. The next two spawn in over here.
In front of the base.
Literally just spawn in right in front of you. There we go. And then after that, we have a little surprise. It's going to come from this direction. Take it a second.
Heavy warships incoming.
They come.
This is the Planetary Closure Administration. Disengage your weapons and
3, 2, 1. Now, they move really quickly when they're heading this way because they want them to like get into position. So if you don't do it right, you fall, just like I am, which is not what I want to do here. And I timed it just a little bit off because we could have been on top of it already, taking it out, which is a shame. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, don't do this to me. I want the ass. Don't do this to me. So you're supposed to use this one as a stepping stone for the other one, I believe. But the other one's a lot lower, so you can just, you know, hightail it. Boop, boop. Problem solved. No, did they say one? Tell me the other one didn't survive that. How did it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I just want the S rank, man. Don't do this to me. No! No! There's no way we're getting the S rank now. It's taking too long. There's just no way. It's taking way too long. I want to do this mission again. So tired of this mission. It didn't even, the worst part is I didn't even check. Because I was like, yo, yeah, of course it's dead.
Target for termination sighted.
Twin Songbird hit it, of course it's dead. And I like start getting anxious because I know the mission's taking longer because I want the S rank.
Looks like we've got high-ranking PCA officers.
I'd really like to be able to say in the review that I S ranked every level. You know what I mean? That would be nice. I'd really like to have that achievement on my Steam profile. I love this game. I'd love to 100% it. So when I can feel that I'm close and then I make a mistake, it really annoys me. All right, we're gonna deal with the tough one first because the other one is kind of a cakewalk. This is the HC. The other one's an LC, right? The HC is stout. This guy's got a lot of options, and if you're not on him constantly, he can overwhelm you because the LC is going to be peppering you the whole time. But if you can take him down quick enough, then you can focus on the LC, who's much lighter. Yeah, he's fast, but if you can get him in a good hit, you can do almost his entire health bar very quickly, and you have Rusty to back you up. So, you know. And then at this point, all that's left is to stay alive. And there's a pretty simple pattern that I found. Again, I did this mission a lot, getting all the combat logs, to not take any damage from what's about to happen. We just stay up here on the ship. The trashed warship.
I've sent you a marker. There's something there.
Fly up to give a better view for those who are seeing it for the first time. But you're gonna see it a lot better in just a second.
It's underground.
There it is.
What is that thing?
There's no reason to shoot it. Waste your ammo.
Another PCA weapon?
This coral response. There's no...
And you can stay right here.
It's an autonomous sea.
I can't get a read on it. This is bad. Just
Stay
focus on
right
staying
here.
alive, 621.
Till the warship breaks. And then you can just move back to under here. If you really want to be safe, you can go down there. But if you still want to be able to see it moving around, you know, those are your safe spots right there.
Wait, something's wrong.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
It's changing its behavioral pattern, answering to a greater imperative.
It's so cool.
To protect the convergence.
Ice worm.
Looks like the PCA has helped itself to the Institute's relics. 621, rest up at base. I'll come up with a plan to deal with our new friend.
Ice worm. Now, because it took so long, I don't know if we got the A because I didn't get all the combat logs, or if we got the A because I took too long. Just not sure which one. Alright, so after we attack the old spaceport, eliminate Honest Brute. And while you're watching the briefing for this, I'm going to run to the bathroom out back, chat.
I'll cut to the chase. This is about the ice worm. That Institute relic you had a run-in with. The corpse might stand a chance if it were just the PCA they were teaming up against. But that monster is a whole other story. You can't just throw bodies at it. The thing that makes makes it such a pain in the ass is its perpetual reactive shield. Coral tech. Takes advantage of the coral's directivity. Ordinary weapons can't touch it. So let's get extraordinary. I can make you something that'll punch a hole in that shield. But I'll need your help. You'll be heading to Grid 012, one of the first sectors they built, and it's barely holding up. That's where a little rat who betrayed RAD is hiding out.
There we go.
Goes by the name of Honest Brute.
Honest Brute.
His AC
Bruticus
was built by us, so its only flaw is that it's piloted by him.
There's also a bunch of parts in this level. I've already got them, of course.
RAD, he
but
didn't just take credits in tech. He also took a secret project of mine. And that secret project is what we'll need to bust open the ice worm's shield.
we got this. We can beat Chapter 3 in the next 24 minutes. Absolutely we can. This mission can be really quick if you know how to get through.
And we all stand to gain.
Loading screens. Loading screens. Bum, 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 bum. Okay.
All right, tourist. I'll tell you where to go.
You can skip a lot of this level.
It's a delight to enjoy the company of a visitor from so far away.
I think it's kind of funny that they're like, I'll tell you where to go, and then it's like the path is kind of just straightforward, you know? But again, there are a lot of chests in the area that you can grab.
The laser sensors. We set to activate the enemy machines.
A new friend from afar, just for me. What joy. Be still my beating heart.
And there's some combat logs this level too. But again, since we don't know that you have to get those to get the S rank, we might as well just try and make it as quick as we can till we know. I'm probably going to wind up just having to look up a list of all the levels that have conditions on the S ranks.
Well, don't be shy. Smash them up. It'll help me with my R&D.
How's it going, One Digits? Doing good.
There's your way in.
Doing good.
Brute can't be far.
We should keep an eye out for traps. They're much more dangerous in tight corners.
Trying to make it through Chapter 3
That damn freak's using my
before
tools
midnight.
Jump down there and we've got him cornered.
But
Forget the guys.
we're actually almost there.
This won't be smooth sailing.
And
Is this place some
here
kind
we
of
go.
hangar? The target AC must be nearby.
My new friend.
Past midnight where you are? We're about 20 minutes from midnight where I'm at.
Oh, Carla, you've introduced me to such
Had to stream late tonight because I had work late.
wonderful things.
Which is probably not late for you work, since you work graveyard shifts mostly, but
Melody of the generator. How beautiful heart sings.
normally with my job I have Fridays off, so it's not a problem, but this time I had work until right at 9 o'clock my time, which is when I started streaming. We normally stream at 7 my time, 9 my time. You're at work right now? Yeah, I figured. I was gonna say, wait, shouldn't you be at work right now? I figured. I don't know if we would have got an S rank on that or not.
Enemy AC is silent.
I took more damage than I meant to because it's fire, but
All right,
it's a pretty easy mission if you
I'll
just
see
skip
about retrieving our
everything.
secret project.
But then you don't get the combat logs or
We'll
the
need it
stuff,
to go
you know.
worm hunting.
12 to 8 sounds about right. That's a good graveyard shift right there. S rank. The only thing I have left to do in this game, One Digits, is S ranking every mission. It's not what we're doing right now. We're doing a full like story playthrough, but let's see. Next up is defend the old spaceport. Then we have defend the dam complex, historic data recovery, coral export denial, and then destroy the ice worm. So we have 5 missions left to go. Don't think we can do it in 20 minutes, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. We may go a little bit long just to be able to finish it off tonight for chapter 3. And then next week we'll do chapters 4 and 5, or at least chapter 4. Chapter 4 is pretty long.
Raven, this request comes from our subsidiary Schneider.
Schneider.
It concerns the
Like the Liger Zero Schneider?
which you and V4 brought under our control. We've received intel that a stranded PCA fleet is planning to retake the base. Your objective is to intercept the PCA and defend the spaceport.
Sure.
We've deployed an MT squad to support you. Use them as you see fit. That concludes the briefing.
This mission's pretty cool. All right. Now, S ranks are not the point of the stream today, but while I'm already redoing the missions, I might as well go for an S rank, you know.
621. Don't forget you have MT backup.
Yeah. Okay. It was super loud at work today too. We had like 60 people in a small room.
Commence mission. Wait, something's not right, 621.
Where's my support squad?
Over already.
Find out what's going on.
And I traded having to work later for having to go in the morning so that I could stream tonight. Otherwise, that we would not have done a stream tonight. There would have been no way.
Do you read me, Raven?
Would have been tomorrow by the time I got home.
I've identified the target. That's the mercenary who took your name.
This is the real Raven.
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
That's such a cool line, man. All right, so this can be a pretty tough fight. But realistically, if you stay on top of him, he burns down pretty quick. He's got a few heals, but
Looks like we found your license's original owner. Tie up the loose ends, 621.
I know a raven is a symbol of freedom. I know I skipped that line by doing too much damage at once, but I want to S rank this fight, so. Oh, he stopped my kick that would have ended it. That's okay. He's dead now. He's dead now.
We can still... All right. We'll watch this one. See where they go on a raven's wings.
They're my wings now. Later, Raven. Another S rank. Very nice. Yeah, there are a couple people that have been watching the Armored Core streams that have been asking for a full story playthrough where we do all the briefings and do every level in order because they can't play the game. And so this is the closest they'll get to be able to see the story. Like, sure, yeah, why not? I like playing this game.
We've received a request from the Rubicon Liberation Front. Here's the briefing.
Raven, we have a mission we'd like you to take on.
They just got to listen to my dumb commentary over the top of it all.
The objective is to defend the Gallia Dam complex in the Bellius region. Arquebus has been stepping up pressure on the Rubiconians while fighting the PCA. They must be laying the groundwork to take effective control over the entire planet.
So this is a New Game Plus mission. Gives you a little bit more understanding of what's going on.
To raid the dam. You'll need to be ready to take on both ACs at once, Astra Crown and Umberox.
Yeah. No problem.
As you know, we have few cards to play. I hope we can count on you.
Of course you can.
You're up against two of the arena's top performers. Make sure you're ready for this, Raven.
Oh yeah. Maybe. Umber Ox is going to burn down really quickly, but Umber Ox does have like heavy firepower. So that's why we're going to burn down Umber Ox really quickly. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your shift as best you can anyway. Thanks for checking in.
Main system activating combat mode.
Let's get started, Raven. Astrocrone's pilot, callsign King, has an 89.6% mission success rate.
Well, I have a 100% mission success rate.
For finesse is such that he's advertised as the ideal.
Because when I fail, it's not canon.
Umbrox is piloted by Chartreuse, an aggressive bulldozer with unrivaled firepower. Those who've seen her at work call her an unstoppable force.
In the basement with a ghost? Well, I mean, you know, say hi to the ghost for me.
You must be Raven.
Hello, King. I didn't mean to come after you first, but
To a hostile AC. You know our priorities, Chartreuse. Let me deal with this.
Give me a break, King. That bossy attitude of yours doesn't do you any favors.
there we go. King's down.
Worthy of your name.
King, pull your head out of your ass and withdraw.
AC Astrocrone destroyed.
Again, these missions are really difficult if they're not using
Gen 4.
this build that I have that is like perfectly tuned for me.
At 30%.
There's not many bosses that can give me any trouble anymore with this build. This is a build I know how to use to its best, I guess you could say. I mean, this is the build that I beat 3 playthroughs of the game with.
Mission accomplished. Wait, I'm picking up another AC.
So if you don't kill them fast enough, this third AC will come in to help them. So burning one of them down at least is like so important. And yeah, this is alternate. This is where we can fight Raven in a different way, in a 3-on-1 battle, and he's got a different kit here, which I think is really cool.
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings. Augmented human C4621. We're not here to take back the
621.
Raven name. However,
He does start like really far away at least, which is nice. Gives you more time to try and finish them off, you know?
be careful, Raven.
And you got a little bit there of King being like, I didn't expect to see that name tied to an enemy. So like, this is a group that knows that we've stolen his name, you know? But, I mean, it's Raven's fault for being defeated in the first place where we could find his name, right? I love that there's another boss that does it too, but sometimes he will rush with you when you rush and like rush straight past you. It's such a cool way to have an enemy pilot counter your charge. Raven is a symbol of resolve.
Yes,
Well,
Raven. I feel it too.
I'm got a lot of resolve too, you know? Oop. And he's done.
Raven, we can still. All right. We'll watch this one.
Problem solved.
See where they go on a Raven's wings.
All enemy ACs destroyed.
Problem
Mission
solved.
accomplished.
Yeah. Love the way the songbirds mission. So good. S rank. Yeah, I'll take every S I can get. At some point, I'm just going to have to blitz back through the early missions to get S's on them too, because I have A's on these 3, A's here, B here. There's a couple C. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back through and get all the A's or all the S's. I mean. Okay, historic data recovery. This one we only get paid based on the data that we recover.
Raven, I have a personal request to ask you.
Because
It's about
this
the
is a
Incubate
mission
tunnel,
for air.
which is to be shut down after it was hit by a coral surge. I want to go there and survey the area.
Okay.
Even before the coral surge, that place had been all but abandoned. It's an old structure, dating far back into the colonization of Rubicon. There must be items of interest from throughout the planet's history there. As I'm sure you're aware, I have no resources with which to pay you.
That's okay. I'll do basically whatever you need.
But I can propose an alternative. If you find any wrecks left by the PCA, you should try accessing them. Both the corporations and the Rubiconians are gathering data on PCA technology. Whatever you collect, I can exchange for credits and transfer the funds to you.
Thanks, Air. I would have done it for nothing, you know. It is funny because you get no comb reward here. You theoretically can go negative on this mission really easily.
I've taken a few liberties. Walter thinks you've gone on a geological survey.
If you just waste a bunch of ammo,
for doing this for me, Raven.
you can go negative. Which I think is hilarious. There we go. That fixes that problem. Of the green screen. I'm settling back in the chair because I'm getting sleepy.
System activating combat.
Because I worked all day. And then now I'm streaming tonight. Oh, pity me, chat. The life of a streamer. I have seen streamers that are like that, though. They're like, no, I deserve pity. It's, you know, I didn't choose this life. It's like, no, you explicitly did choose this life. I did too. And I love that I chose this life, but we explicitly made these decisions. I missed. Okay. Look, there's a wreck here we could grab, but we're trying to S-rank this, so we're not gonna go for too many of the extra ones. Mostly for the story ones. A lot of the times I've replayed these, I've gone to go try to find stuff, chests and stuff, because I didn't know which levels they were in. Professor Nagai, a reference to Go Nagai, who made Get a Robo, and Mazinger Z, but Get a Robo, and I love Mazinger Z too, and great Mazinger and Mazinkaiser, Grandizer. The coral tide is rising at an abnormal rate. There's resonance. It suggests some kind of mutation. Run the calculations. How much time do we have? 47 hours, 2 minutes, 16 seconds. We still have time. Deploy Ibis.
According to the time,
that's important for later.
This was recorded 2 days before the fires of Ibis. This seems to be about the warning signs of the calamity.
Get out of my way.
Right before it struck.
I hit a rock.
That's an old bow system. The used to pilot these.
Appears to come from the writings of Thumb Dolmayan, father of the Liberation Front. How long has it been since I first saw her voice? Fear not, she said. There will always be plenty. That would be Saria. She told me this as I was imbibing Rubicon's blessings one fateful day. If I were you, I'd never allow this, I replied, and I was forever ashamed by my deceit.
This seems to be a recording of Dolmayan, the Liberation Front's ideological leader. This appears to be something exceptionally personal.
Yep. He was hiding it all this time. Which is why he got so upset when Z was talking about Coral abide with Rubicon. Too far away. Prisoner guy's log number 2. Assistant number 1 has lost his mind. His research has utterly consumed him. Granted, there may be some logic to C-Pulse sensory augmentation of human subjects, but no ethical scholar would ever dare cross that point of no return. Mankind is driven mad by possibilities. What does coral represent if not sheer potential?
This is about the first augmented humans.
Yeah.
The same coral technology that created
C1s.
But without it, we never would have made contact.
That's true.
I'm not picking up any more data stores. If this outing has made you think about Rubicon's past or the nature of coral, then it was all worth it.
And that's the mission. There is another wreck down here. We're not going to be able to access it in time. But, you know, S-rank! We did not go broke there, but we could have. Granted, we have plenty of money. We're at 6 million right now because there's nothing more to buy. Okay. Next up is Coral Expert Denial. And then it's just destroy the ice worm. Okay, we do need to change our build for this mission. Specifically, we need to bring something with really long range. The Wing 1 wouldn't be a bad idea. Rather have a tetrapod like my Hailstorm. Yeah, let's bring Hailstorm.
Registration number RB23, Augmented Human, C4621, Raven. All Mind has identified you as a potential asset to the release project. Accordingly, we would like to assign you the following mission.
The release
Following the
project.
attack on Watchpoint Delta, Rubicon has experienced a series of coral upsurges.
Yeah.
Of these, the corporations have seized 1.6% of the estimated total volume. They plan to analyze this coral at their research bases and have initiated an air transport operation. We cannot allow the corporations to interfere with the project. Attack the Yorkin refueling base and destroy as many corporate transports as possible. We are prepared to sacrifice the coral that will be lost upon destruction of the transports. In order to achieve release, we must draw out the full potential of the coral
the S rank
density
on this
effect.
one, we need to not let any of them get away.
As such, we have no use for coral that has been orphaned from the main population.
Also, the use of the word orphaned.
All Mind anticipates great things from you.
Oof. Oof.
Raven, if we're to find a way to achieve coral release, we have to take this request.
Oof. Alright.
All Mind reiterates its
This mission,
gratitude for your favorable
or this
response.
AC is just missiles. It's all it has.
The operation.
But it should serve the process pretty well for what we're trying to do here. My last attempt at this, I did not shoot down all of them. 4 of them got away. And I'm going to try and make sure that doesn't happen again. But we'll see.
Main system activating combat mode.
Activating combat mode.
Your objective is to destroy all the coral transports. Independent mercenary Kate Markson will dispose of any transports that escape the combat zone. Just be aware that she also has her limits.
Enemy attack! 118! They want the coral.
I think I got all the ones there. But then there's going to be some more that launch over here.
Combustion events that occur. It seems you have finished.
There we go. Now we can go to the next area.
Transport detected below the cliff. Investigate immediately.
AP at 30%.
But as you can see, these guys attacking you actually do quite a bit of damage, especially if you're just trying to rush and they just keep trying to pick you off.
Enemy AC. It's coming from above.
The Liberation Front?
See, that's the one I wanted to target.
Coral. Who's behind this?
Thankfully, you can see the mission log down there for like what you've destroyed and see if the coral transports have been destroyed or not.
They never
And it's pretty easy to just stay in the air with a tetrapod and pick them off.
You seem to have finished here. Continue the mission.
I should just be able to get right up there.
For now, let's just focus on the mission.
This part's the hard part. With the bridge.
Targets acquired. Multiple transports attempting breakthrough.
Damn it. We've been spotted. Just need to get one transport through.
I wish this game had snipers like the previous games have, because that would make this a whole lot easier. I know. I know. I'm trying. Oop.
Transport activity below.
You really need to be using the catapults to get between. You can basically count on your hand weapons here with the choice that we've used to take them out. They're really accurate. The problem is they take a little while to reload. Alright, we need to get back up top. And as you can see, the whole time you got people attacking you. And if you deal with them instead, well, you have time to take out the transports, you know? You have the ammo to take out the transport.
There's only one of them.
Those should be able to catch up to it. Yeah, okay, we're good. But there's not only one. Oh, they were talking about me. It's like there's not only one transport. There's another one right there. And there's more coming from below. And then there's more coming from the top.
Hit hard. Fight back.
AP at 30%. Left-hand ammunition at 50%.
You say, well, you can just take care of those two snipers and you're done, right? But you're kind of not. And then here in just a second, we're about to be in big trouble because I ran out of boost here. And these next ones are going to move
Multiple targets acquired.
really
Dispose
fast.
of them.
Which is a problem because they're on multiple different levels. What we can do is we can land right here. And I don't think I was locked on for that, which is gonna suck.
Light-hand ammunition at 50%.
So we still have to deal with
It does
these.
not success to lose the orphan coral. But when the release project succeeds, their sacrifice will be rewarded.
We can catch them!
But the second transport has escaped.
No! It didn't actually get away though. I shot them both down!
Targets destroyed.
No!
Augmented human C4621. Raven. Thank you for your contribution.
They didn't actually get away.
Matters at hand.
They didn't actually get away though. I shot them down before she could. Ugh. I gotta figure out a better way to do that one. Maybe because it's B rank because two of them got away. I'm assuming one gets away, it goes down to A. Two get away, it goes down to B. I gotta figure out a better way to do that mission. Alright. Alright. That's fine. We'll come back for that one. We'll come back for those Bs. Alright, and then our final mission in Chapter 3, destroy the ice worm. Now you have to use the stun needle launcher to do this mission. We have two missions. We can use the dough blade, which has a stun needle launcher, or we can use the stun gunner, which is the one I'm gonna use. Because it's got twin double needle launchers, which is important for this. For a reason, I'll show you. But this will be our last mission of the night.
This will be a joint operation led by Balaam and Arquebus. The briefing's about to start.
This is a fun
I want you to
briefing.
attend.
First, some background before we go into detail. The intercorporate ceasefire is now in effect, and we will be carrying out coordinated attacks against the PCA.
Intercorporate ceasefire.
The targets are the enemy-occupied bases, the heavy warship fleet, and the recently activated...
I'll cut to the chase. This is an all-out war against the PCA
I love
and theaters
Michigan.
across Rubicon. And y'all got the short end of the stick. You're here to take on the worst of our dirty work, hunting the beast of the ice field.
Sure thing, Chief. Tell you what, I'll watch and let you know how badly that goes for us.
Thanks,
Good
Wazoo.
vibe. You just volunteered yourself for the front line.
I hate him so much.
Moving
Wazoo.
on. Let's talk about how we're going to neutralize the iceworm's coral shield. You'll be dealing with a layered barrier made up of a primary and a secondary shield.
Arquebus will provide the means to break the first layer. The state-of-the-art stun needle launcher. Aim for the face, and it will deliver results.
The best
I
weapon in the
assure
game.
you.
What about the second
Everything melts under a stun needle launcher.
Our AD's cooked up just the thing. A neat little toy we call the overed rail cannon. If we divert the spaceport standby power to the ORC, should hit hard enough, assuming we land the shot.
You can leave that to me. I know a thing or two about sharpshooting.
I love the way it slots people in
I'll
there.
oversee operations on the ground. A ragtag crew like this needs leadership.
We could use some more suppressive fire. I'll send Chatty.
That just leaves the question of who will be taking charge of the stun needle launcher.
I know just the volunteer to go poke that beast with a stick. Gun 13, you get all that? Good. Time for another field trip.
Sir, yes, sir, Michigan. All right, so yeah, you have to use the stun needle launcher to be able to get through his defenses. There's a very easy way to cheese this.
Every day you see competing forces working together like this. Now
It's
we're
not
under 621.
super reliable, but if you do the mission enough, like the more you do the mission, the more reliable it becomes. It's not going to help people doing it on their first time, right? And you're not going to have two, I don't think, on your first time, because I don't think it becomes unlocked until this mission, and then you can buy the second one. But
It's time, 621.
for subsequent playthroughs,
You ready?
you can hit him basically when he's doing like cutscene actions if you time it right. I don't always time it right, but you know, I try.
Main system activating combat mode.
Okay, so
Michigan will take command.
Commencing operation with combined AC force as per the Balaam Arquebus agreement. Move
right
out, maggots. Time to die.
comes up
Act like a professional
right there. Ah, I was off a little bit. He always comes up right there, and then he always sticks his head up right there and get the first shot off very reliably.
Shield loss confirmed. Initializing ORC firing sequence.
Now you just gotta stay out of the way.
Connecting EML modules. Opening energy turbines. Output
Okay,
at
we need to head
80%.
this way quick.
Sighting correction A-OK. 90, 95.
It's basically my favorite moment in the game right here.
I won't miss.
Just that I won't miss. And then he doesn't. I was off a little bit.
The head's open for a direct hit.
Both stun needle launchers, both Zimmermans, and you get a full cycle on this thing. And then you need back out of the way.
Freak actually did it.
Now, he's going to go off that way.
This is just the first hurdle.
If we head this way,
The target's deployed drones, tourist.
we can hit him right there, but I was too slow to do it this time. If we'd been closer, we could have got it first try. There's another opportunity right there, which I whiffed. Like I said, it's reliable if you have the skill to pull it off. There was another one. But the drones can be annoying because you lock onto them instead.
V4, love the next shell.
Oh.
One step ahead of you, Commander.
Any hit with any part of
With their heads screwed on
the ice worm does quite a bit of damage. You gotta be careful. And your allies can go down instantly, like Iguazu just did. If they get clipped a couple times, he's gonna do it again. Ow! But we got the stun off.
Shield loss confirmed. Preparing to fire rail cannon. Energy turbine output at
Again, you can see where he's gonna pop up based on your compass at the bottom.
output 95%. 100%.
Of course, Iguazu already
Watch out for
died.
friendly fire.
Watch out for friendly fire. Just, I won't miss. It's so good. Kicked him in the face. Ow. Ow.
Fallback 621.
He still does an incredible amount of damage if he hits you. Okay, so yet again, he's gonna cutscene. There's a couple options here. If we'd been in front of him on that side, we would have been good. I also try to spend more time in the air in this phase.
I'll set the ORC to maximum output. We can't afford to lose
Here he
control of
comes.
the situation.
I shouldn't have fired there. That was a waste. That was a waste.
50%.
It can be kind of difficult to get good angles here on him. Right there. I missed. Oh, that was a good one too, and I missed it because I wasn't locked on. Snail's gone, and Chatty's about to leave too. This is the annoying part of this fight when you're taking a lot of damage. Both of those missed. Taking a lot of damage if you get hit. And sometimes it's hard not to get hit. You can burn through repair kits real quick. And then you just have to redo the fight, you know? I was worried about taking damage there. I should have capitalized on it, but I was worried about taking damage there. I wish your spot to attack was a little bigger, but I get it, you know? That's one. I don't think that was really a good hit, but I'll take it. That's two. All right, all we gotta do now is survive, and we got this.
All EML modules connected. Energy turbines at full capacity. Output at 80, 90. All emergency valves closed. Disabling limiter. 100, 110.
I love this moment so much.
All or nothing.
It just is paused in the air for a moment, you know? It's so good. Chatty's still here, helping us too. There we go. Problem solved. Chapter 3 completed. On our new game plus full playthrough. Get clear, Chatty. You and me, Chatty.
The freelancer really did it.
You and me, Chatty. Nice shooting, Rusty.
It's finally over. The blast will contaminate the area. Get out of...
Choral voices. Lost again. Raven. There's something I have to tell you. The Coral. It's my family. My brothers and sisters.
Which is why they used the phrase
I
orphaned
was a single
earlier.
wave, born from the coral tide. A Rubiconian without a body. No
Coral.
one even knew I was there
Lied
for
with
such a long
the
time. Raven,
Remember that.
you're the only one who...
Go get your rest, 621. Things are going to get busy. You did good.
Did good. Thanks, Walter. Don't think we got an S on that? Yeah, we took too much damage. We missed too many opportunities to speedrun it. We'd love to see a speedrun of that. So, after that, Arquebus took over. They filled the hole that PCA left. We ran the PCA out with their last deal, which was Iceworm. They seized a bunch of PCA tech and they took over. And so now it's Arquebus versus Balaam and the Rubicon Liberation Front. Whereas before it was like a three-way tie with everybody versus the PCA. Now it's swung in power again. And so next week we will come back and we will do Chapter 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, because there's an alt version of it. Missions. And then Chapter 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 22 missions total. We'll see if we can do all that next stream. Next stream we might just do Chapter 4 and then do Chapter 5 to wrap it all up, but we'll see how it goes. Everybody that came and hung out live, appreciate you. Everybody that's going to be watching this later, that has already told me that they couldn't stay up this late to be able to watch the stream, but that they're excited to see Chapter 3, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3. Hope you enjoy it. And until next time, Monday, we'll be streaming Lotro, as usual. Tuesday, we'll have the regular podcast. Wednesday, Brungren will play something, whatever's voted on at the end of the Tuesday podcast. Thursday, we'll be talking about mythology. I think we're doing Iceland. I think we're doing Iceland. And then next Friday, we'll do Chapter 4 at least, but probably Chapter 4 and Chapter 5. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Until next time, I've been Trey. This has been the Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum. That Armored Core